7:38 p.m., New York Yankees face
to the Chiefs. Mitch Holmes.
Chiefs Kingdom, it's football season. That means it's tailgating season. No one does it better than the experts at Hy-Vee. Elevate your tailgate. At Hy-Vee, you can find the perfect fit. From meats to veggies to snacks at any of our 20 metro locations. From the best burgers, brats, and wings to Chiefs apparel, Hy-Vee's the perfect teammate for your tailgate. At home or in the parking lot. Let us enhance your game experience in delicious fashion. Hy-Vee, the official grocery and convenience store sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
What makes for a great vacation? Depends on who you ask. Are you looking to get away or bring everyone together? Do you want to get outside and play or see a play at the plate? Fortunately, however you operate, I'm the destination you've been looking for. The name's Missouri, but you can call me Mo. And I have just one question. What's your MO? Come see me at visitmo.com.
If you want to win your fantasy football league, you need to listen to Fantasy Sports Radio.
What a play!
From start-sit decisions to waiver wire advice to injury updates, Sirius XM Channel 87 helps you win your fantasy football league. With expert advice from Jeff Mans.
Making the most moves doesn't result in the most wins.
Howard Bender.
Just because you're allowed to make a waiver move doesn't mean you have to make a waiver move.
Jeff Ratcliffe.
Don't overvalue wide receiver cornerback.
Bob Harris.
If you're in a league that doesn't have IR, go out and start looking to waiver wires for players who are about to be activated.
Adam Ronis.
Personally, I don't like trading for injured players because there's a risk of a setback.
And so much more.
You've done wonders for me through the years.
Winning strategies from the best analysts in the business are on Fantasy Sports Radio, Sirius XM 87, and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
A beautiful evening for Monday Night Football. The Chiefs trying to stay undefeated. The Vikings won in London. They're 5-0. The Chiefs will try to match them if they can beat the Saints tonight. Be listening throughout the game for the Chiefs to reach the Kansas Lottery Red Zone. It's brought to you by the Kansas Lottery. Download the Kansas Lottery Play-On app, scan your tickets, and enter to win more. Kansas Lottery, dream bigger. And now let's bring him in, former Chiefs wide receiver and special teams ace, Danon Hughes. His keys to winning are brought to you by your Midwest Ford dealers. Visit them online at buyfordnow.com.
Good evening, brother. It's great to be here at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. This is a special, special time this month of October, bringing awareness to cancer, the crucial catch, the whole philosophy of this. And we know, obviously, it's near and dear to our hearts, especially with our brother here in the booth, Dan Israel. But we've all had family members that have been affected. So the NFL does an amazing job of bringing awareness to intercepting cancer. Having said that, there's a game to be played here tonight, and there's keys to victory for our Chiefs. The first one that comes to mind for me is disruption in the backfield. We have to have some backfield disruption. Now, it's not necessarily just about hitting the quarterback. The Saints and Derek Carr have been the least sacked team in the NFL. First in the league, only allowing 4 sacks. So even with their pick and play offensive line, they still been able to protect him, in part because they give the ball to Alvin Kamara. They get him the ball quickly on swing routes, screens, out in space, and he can run the ball exceptionally well. So the disruption is not just about hitting the quarterback. It's about affecting Kamara and that backfield as well.
You mentioned they get the ball out fast. They have adopted the San Francisco 49er offense. So you're seeing Derek Carr, but you're also seeing just an older version of Brock Purdy. They want the ball out, stretch plays, boot plays. But I think probably the theme of this team, I said this is a 4-0 team, the Saints in 2-2 clothing. They love to punch the ball out. They have 8 takeaways in 4 weeks. What's your second key?
Yeah, we have to figure out ball security on our side. The recipe that we took to the Super Bowl last year is not something that you can sustain season after season and have success. We're facing a team that is plus in the giveaway takeaway. We are minus in the giveaway takeaway. We have to figure out how to get the ball and create short field for our offense, but more importantly, on offense, we have to protect the ball. We can't afford to cough it up. We got to keep these fans engaged. This is a dangerous environment for any team to come in, especially on Monday Night Football. To me, ball security has to be at the forefront of each of our offensive players' minds.
And your third key?
The third key is work within what they give us. Sometimes when we have a potent offense, we have an ultra-competitive quarterback in Patrick Mahomes, you try to make things happen that aren't necessarily there. Take what they're going to give us. If they're going to give us short routes and test our mental fortitude in regards to establishing 12 to 14 play drives as opposed to going for the home run, take what they're going to give us and then open the door for those big plays later. I think we have the offense that can do it. We've sustained injuries to big players, as you've mentioned, but we have guys that can step in, fill a role, and I'm always going to put my faith in the mad scientist of offense, Andy Reid, and his assistant, Matt Nagy.
Good Saints defense, number 1 in the NFL in red zone defense, and outstanding. And again, love to punch the ball out. Great presentation here to open this Monday Night Football game. When we come back, we'll have the coin toss and our field report and more after this on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
The Chiefs and Saints kickoff from GEHA Field is next.
The Chiefs, Cardinals, Royals, Blues, and our 2 soccer teams, the Current and St. Louis City SC, are all endorsing Amendment 2. Here's why you should support it too. Right now, Missouri sports fans are taking their money and placing their bets in Kansas and Illinois. We're losing our money to other states, money that could be invested in our schools. Amendment 2 fixes that. By legalizing sports betting, Amendment 2 will generate over $100 million for Missouri schools over the next 5 years. And there's a strong constitutional guarantee ensuring the revenue from sports betting will go to education. Kansas and Illinois know sports betting is a winner for their fans and taxpayers. It's time for Missouri to get into the game. Amendment 2 means over $100 million for Missouri schools. Join the Chiefs, Cardinals, Royals, Blues, Current, and St. Louis City SC in supporting Amendment 2. Paid for by Winning for Missouri Education, Mike Pridmore, Treasurer.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
NBC Sports Audio Channel 85 on Sirius XM is your home for expert analysis, popular talk shows, and live sports coverage.
Here comes Clark. How will she go for history? The all-time leading scorer in women's college basketball.
Listen to Dan Patrick, Mike Florio, Matthew Berry, and Chris Sims break down the latest news and offer expert analysis.
How about we play the Super Bowl on the Saturday instead of the Sunday 2 weeks after the AFC-NFC title game? Who's with me?
Plus, play-by-play coverage of some of the biggest events in sports, including the Kentucky Derby, Indy 500, U.S. Open, and more.
And there's one furlong to run. 2 Bills on the inside, trying to hold up Mage, and it is going to be Mage to win the Kentucky Derby.
Your home for all the latest news, fantasy expertise, and live events all year long. NBC Sports Audio Channel 85 on Sirius XM.
Welcome back. Electric atmosphere once again in one of the most iconic venues, one of the most iconic stadia on the globe. And it's going to be loud tonight because the Chiefs trying to go to 5-0 and remain the only undefeated team in the AFC, place their fortunes, at least on this night, and dealing with 3 different guys with major injuries, but trying to rally to take on a New Orleans Saints team that is good and physical. The captain tonight, Matt Araiza, after his brilliant job punting, flipped the game last week against the Chargers on the road, will be special teams captain. Creed Humphrey, playing at a high level again this year, will represent the offense, and why not Trent McDuffie? The first-team All-Pro corner is representing the defense for Kansas City. Brad Allen is tonight's white hat. Cam Jordan is one of the captains for the New Orleans Saints. great player. And the other is J.T. Gray, special teams menace.
This is heads. This is tails. What is your call? Tails is the call. It is tails, you win. Which way would you like to kick? New Orleans has won the toss. They will receive the ball on this end of the field. Good luck, gentlemen.
Brad Rogers is our white hat tonight. So New Orleans wins the toss. And we're getting ready to take off here. But before we do so, a reminder, we'll travel down to the field here and get the word from Josh Klingler. What a night, Josh. What a
No
night.
kidding. 71 degrees. Since I've been doing this, guys, I have not had a game where the wind officially says 0. But that's exactly what we have here tonight. Clear skies. There's a little bit of, smoke from the fireworks, but that's about it. It is a gorgeous night for football here. And a fired up stadium as well for a Monday night where we're partnering a little baseball and football tonight. What a great day for KC.
Yeah, it's interesting here. I wanted to verify it. New Orleans did win the toss and wants the football. So to me, Dana Hughes, this is kind of the mental framework of this New Orleans team. A tough team. They said, we win it, we want the ball. The opening kickoff by Harrison Butker, brought to you by the University of Kansas Health System, the official healthcare provider of the Chiefs, providing excellent care for Chiefs Kingdom. Learn more at kansashealthsystem.com/Chiefs. Back to take this kick. One of the more dangerous returners you don't know about or have thought about, Rashid Shaheed. One of the fastest guys in this league. And he is back with Jamal Williams, who's been in the league 8 years. Remember him for the Green Bay Packers. The kick is away. It will be taken 5 yards deep in the end zone by Williams. It'll be a touchback. And the Chiefs will start on defense. New Orleans showing some attitude. They want the football. The defense starter is brought to you by the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2, training quality craftspeople for tonight and the future. Up front for this Chiefs defense, Chris Jones, who was awesome last week. We'll have Mike Pennell starting with him inside. George Karlaftis, left defensive end. Mike Dana back after his injury, missing last week at right defensive end. Linebackers, Leo Chenal quietly having a great year. Nick Bolton, the hero of the Atlanta game. We'll start at the Mike backer. Drew Tranquil, 10 tackles last week. Right corner is Trent McDuffie, the left corner. Jalen Watson, the safeties are Brian Cook and Justin Reed. The quarterback is Derek Carr, and on first down comes to the near side, and a quick pass is caught on a little scrape to the outside by Jawan Johnson. A gain of 7 yards on first down. Dana Hughes, your thoughts of New Orleans winning the toss and wanting the ball, not deferring.
Very, very unique situation. I commend them for having the guts to come out here at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium on Monday Night Football and roll the dice. They're trying to set the tone, set the mindset against the Chiefs and the Super Bowl champs, two-time Super Bowl champs. We'll see how it fares.
I formation set. Prentice is a huge fullback in front of Alvin Kamara, and he dives into the line. He is just shy of a first down on 2nd down and 3. Leo Chenal was there to prevent the first down, but it'll be 3rd and a half yard for the Saints at their own 39-yard line. We're just underway.
Yeah, definitely an attitude drive for the Saints. They're trying to establish the tone of this game. Chiefs have to match that. We have the fans. The 12th man is alive here at Arrowhead Stadium. Big 3rd down.
Chopped up offensive line. Lucas Patrick, who's been battling injury, is the center. Carr is underneath center. Toss sweep to the near side. Kamara looking for a cutback lane. He gets one block, stumbles, stays forward, and breaks tackles at the 45-yard line. Up to the 49. The Chiefs look like they had him stopped twice for a loss. Instead, the remarkable Alvin Kamara, who has been so good as a runner and a receiver, gets a 9-yard pickup and a first down as the Chiefs not able to get him for a negative play.
Aggressive pursuit by the Chiefs defense. We have the vantage point of seeing the replay. There were 9 defenders between the hash and the numbers on the front side. Left the door open for him to escape on the backside.
Kamara ties to the Chiefs Kingdom. He played junior college football for the Hutch Blue Dragons and now a stretch zone play. It goes to Jamal Williams this time, and the ex-Packer will pick up 9 yards on first down. Brian Cook was there. We mentioned a San Francisco-type offense. How many stretch runs do you see?
And this is what they want to be, a staple of their offense. And you have to understand, with the plug-and-play situation that they have at the offensive line, Mitch, it's not surprising that they're trying to establish the run and that quick passing game early.
Been trying to give you this offensive line. 2nd and 1. Carr will throw. Left boundary caught in front of the Saints bench at the Kansas City 39 for a gain of 4 yards and a New Orleans first down. 12:30 to go first quarter. Saints with 2 first downs on this drive, and marching McDuffie made the tackle.
See Derek Carr plant that back foot, get rid of the ball quickly. He knows that clock has to be sped up because of the way we rush the passer. This is part of the reason why he's been so efficient this season, only sacked 4 times.
Nick Saldiveri is the left guard. They're playing Lucas Patrick at center. And Landon Young is at right guard in this chopped up offensive line. 1st and 10 Saints at the Chief 39. Carr's under pressure. Throws it up for grabs on the near side. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Brian Cook. He goes up like a rebounder in basketball. And now is running up the sideline. He was not down. Here comes Cook. He could go all the way. 30, 20 on the sideline. One man to try to push him out. Did he push him out? Did he push him out? Is this a long pick six? We're waiting for Brad Rogers' call. It's a touchdown. Kansas City. Shades of Germany a year ago. An incredible one-handed interception. And then somehow Brian Cook stayed inbounds. They're going to say down by contact. Thank you, Brad Rogers, for letting us use up both tanks of fuel as we'll go back to the gas station. But the Chiefs get an interception by Brian Cook, an incredibly athletic play.
Yeah, this is interesting, Mitch, because he goes up with the one hand, catches it in the air. Just a matter of whether he got grazed on the way down, and it does look like the intended receiver, Rashid Shaheed, swiped at his right quad to touch him down at the point of the interception. Great body control and ball control by Brian Cook to stay in bounds as well as secure the ball with that one-handed interception.
18th interception thrown by Derek Carr in his career against the Chiefs. He's 3-14 against Kansas City. I'll give you the starters after this play. 1st and 10 Chiefs at their own 22 is where they say Brian Cook was ruled down after the one-handed interception and down by contact. First down run as Kareem Hunt, starting at running back, gets a short gain. He'll get 3 yards on first down. Club Car Wash brings you the starters for Kansas City, the official car wash to the Kansas City Chiefs. At left tackle will be Wanye Morris. Left guard Joe Tooney. Mentioned the year that Creed Humphrey's having again at center. Trey Smith, a stud at right guard. Right tackle Jawan Taylor. Chiefs this time will go and keep Kareem Hunt in the backfield. They'll also go with 3 tight ends on this 2nd down and 7 play. They empty the backfield for Patrick Mahomes, again with 3 tight ends on the field now at the same time, including Jody Fortson, who is split to the near side. He's back on the Chiefs team. And now Mahomes is going to scramble at the 30, gets a downfield block, has a first down, and goes out of bounds in front of his coach, Andy Reid, for a gain of 9 and a Chiefs first down. 11:15 to go, first quarter, no score. The Chiefs just picked Derek Carr on an athletic one-handed interception by Brian Cook, and now the Chiefs offense trying to answer.
Let's make sure this is clear. Just because Patrick Mahomes escapes the pocket does not mean that the blocking failed. That was just a great job of him recognizing the opening and taking advantage of what the defense gave him.
Juju Smith-Schuster split in near side. Kareem Hunt, first down run, trying to pick a hole, dances. Now darts back left, picks up 4 yards on first down. What's impressed me is Colin Saunders, our old friend, had the big sack for the Chiefs in Super Bowl 57 against Jalen Hurts. The footwork of Kareem Hunt is what's been impressive to me. It's like he's never missed.
Yeah, he's just a natural, and we talked about during the pregame show, his ability to be in football shape as quickly as he was as a free agent, just amazing.
Again, Brian Cook thought he had a 78-yard interception return for a touchdown. They ruled him barely down by contact. 2nd down, short 6. They're going to plow it again. Right side going left to right in the B gap for a gain of 3. With 10:10 to go, first quarter, no score. Kareem Hunt slamming into Brian Brzee. You remember him, number 1 draft pick out of Clemson 2 years ago.
Mitch, even though he's getting short stints and short clips in this run game, you're not seeing Saints jerseys at the line of scrimmage. You're seeing guys getting pushed backwards. That's going to bode well for us later in this game.
3rd and 3 for Patrick Mahomes at his own 41-yard line. Ball in the middle of the field. Here comes pressure on the outside. Now Mahomes dumps it off, and a first down for the Chiefs. Dumps it off to Travis Kelce. They needed 3, they got 4. And to me, we talked about the Saints trying to show attitude, taking the ball, winning the toss. I get the sense the Chiefs are trying to show a little attitude themselves.
Absolutely, and also you see the maturation process of Patrick Mahomes. Last couple of weeks, he would have tried to roll out, tried to buy time, get flushed out of pocket, maybe a little happy feet right there. He stayed stout in the pocket, was able to get back to his third receiver.
Carson Steele now in at running back, one of 3 that'll play tonight. They fake to him. Mahomes with some time. Over the middle, wide open. Kelce at the 40, down to the 34 of the Saints as he's upended there by Tyrann Mathieu, his old teammate, who's got a Super Bowl 54 ring from the Chiefs, but now he allows a 21-yard pass, Mahomes to Kelce.
And this is one of the drawbacks of playing against a Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce offense only one time every 4 years. You don't know all the nuances that you're going to see on this field. They're able to capitalize in this first drive.
First and 10, Chiefs at the 34 of New Orleans. No score on Monday Night Football. First quarter, in motion, sprinting to the far side of the field is Kareem Hunt. Instead, they go right back to Kelce, go to the hot hand. The future Hall of Famer has got a gain of 7 to the Saints' 32.5-yard line. 3 catches now for Kelce in a row. Demario Davis covering for the Saints defense.
Last play, they lined up Kareem Hunt wide on the left side of the field, and instead of just shifting him into the backfield, he ran a motion pretty much 45 yards across the field, opened up the door to recognize what kind of defense was displayed.
Mahomes will be under center now on second down and short. 3 tight ends for the Chiefs, accordion style, near side. They run that way. Hunt up the middle, big hole, and he smashes down to the Saint 20-yard line with an 8-yard run. Creed Humphrey blowing open a middle hole for Kareem Hunt.
Love to see the work on the left side of the offensive line and then the cutback ability of Kareem Hunt, Joe Tooney, Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith getting their job done up front.
Gigantic hole by those 3 guys you mentioned. Kansas City now in the red zone. They're right at the 20-yard line. The Saints are the best team in the NFL in red zone defense. They've only allowed 2 red zone touchdowns in the first 4 weeks of the season. First and 10, Chiefs right at the 20. No score. Play action fake. Bootleg left to right. Mahomes against his Crotty. Throws it back to Noah Gray inside the 10. Lunging on the near hash mark to the 5-yard line. Well executed bootleg. And a gain of 14 yards as Mahomes throwing across his body. And the Chiefs are in the Kansas Lottery red zone. Download the Kansas Lottery Play On app, scan your tickets, and enter to win more.
The overplay of the defense, recognizing the speed of Xavier Worthy on that boot, and then the outlet by Noah Gray. Patrick Mahomes knows exactly where his guys are at every time.
10th play of the drive. The Chiefs have first down and goal to go at the 5-yard line of New Orleans. Digging in against this number 1 red zone defense, given off to Kareem Hunt, following his blockers, he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. The middle again blown wide open, and the Chiefs score on their first offensive drive of the game.
Outstanding job. We talked about the tone, the intensity that the Saints tried to assume in winning the coin toss and taking the ball. Well, the Chiefs threw that counterpunch right there on the first drive. An 11-play drive capped off with a score, and the guys in the trenches getting the job done.
Kelce got hot with 3 straight catches, then a boot to Noah Gray for double digits. But the offensive line absolutely owning the trenches thus far. Now Harrison Butker will try the point after touchdown. Snap by the pride of the Choctaw Nation, James Winchester. The hold by Matt Araiza. And Kansas City's 11-play drive yields sweet nectar of the end zone. 7-0 Kansas City. 6:34 to go first quarter. Monday Night Football this first quarter brought to you by GEHA.
T-Mobile has the best 5G coverage in the game, whether you're home or out and about. So, you can check out the latest scores in the checkout line, watch replays in the playground, or celebrate the game-winning touchdown from the passenger seat. If you're a Chiefs fan who wants to stay connected to all the action, whether you're at home or away, get the best 5G coverage in the game, only at T-Mobile. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
If you're hearing this, you're in Chiefs Kingdom, the land of champions. And what do champions do? They win. Play the world champions, Kansas City Chiefs instant ticket from the Kansas Lottery for a chance to win up to $75,000. or enter your tickets into the Play On app for a chance to win one-of-a-kind Chiefs experiences. Because the only thing better than winning is winning again. See kslottery.com for details. Excellence is the expectation at the University of Kansas Health System. Excellence is the compassionate care they give to every patient. Excellence is the expertise and leading-edge treatments that led the University of Kansas Hospital being named the best hospital in Kansas City by U.S. News and World Report for 15 years in a row. This focus on excellence is why the University of Kansas Health System is the official healthcare provider of the Kansas City Chiefs and the best care for Chiefs Kingdom. For more information, visit kansashealthsystem.com/Chiefs. The Chiefs Kingdom is proud to partner with Hy-Vee, home of the best beef in town. Visit your local Hy-Vee to find only the highest quality beef, hand-selected and sourced from family farms in the Midwest. When it comes to beef, Hy-Vee goes the extra mile to bring affordable, tender, and delicious flavor to every tailgate and grill out. Stop by your local Hy-Vee to find Angus Reserve, Choice Reserve, and Prime Reserve beef options for your next gathering. Hy-Vee, proud sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City, a 10-play, 78-yard touchdown drive on their opening possession of the game. They lead 7-0 at 6:34 to go first quarter. Here's Josh Klingler.
We'll keep an eye on Chris Olave, the talented wide receiver for New Orleans, see if he's back out there. Currently not with his helmet. He got caught up in the wash on that interception by Brian Cook, so we'll see if he's back out here offensively. Meanwhile, right back to work for the Chiefs offense. The tablets are out, a lot of chirping along the offensive line, but they're right back to work on what's to come in their next drive.
Sideline reports with Kling, brought to you by Google Fiber. Psychological blow delivered by the Chiefs early. The Saints were second in the league in scoring 24 points on their first offensive possessions. The Chiefs were near the bottom, giving up 3 touchdowns and a field goal in that circumstance. Kick is deep and taken 5 yards deep in the end zone by Jamal Williams. Chiefs kicking away smartly from Rashid Shaheed. But I want to ask you, because the Saints have scored every time on their first offensive possession. The Chiefs, it's the only really ink blot on the defense. They get a pick and flip the game and go get a touchdown.
Yeah, I think it kind of resembles a heavyweight boxing match where you have 2 guys and one guy wants to come out and throw a couple of haymakers to try to set the tone. What happens when you absorb those haymakers and you're able to throw some yourself? That's what we've seen on those first drives for each team.
Derek Carr threw an interception, stretch play. Kamara going to the outside, and a missed tackle by Felix Anudike-Uzomah. It's a gain of 3 yards, though, because Jalen Watson, one of the better tackling corners in this league, second on the team with 25 tackles, able to keep it to a short gain.
You recognize how slippery Alvin Kamara is. At 5'10", 215 pounds, such a strong lower body. He's going to break through a lot of those arm tackles, even if they're coming from defensive linemen.
Again, played at Hutchinson Junior College for the Blue Dragons, the first back in NFL history ever to have 3,000 receiving yards and 3,000 rushing yards. Again, Chris Olave out, their best receiver. Second down and 7 for Derek Carr, under center at his own 33-yard line. Steps up into the pocket. He's throwing long. He's got a man open near side, but throws wide and incomplete. He had an over route to Mason Tipton, the rookie out of Yale, and it was there, and Carr was offline.
It looked like Tipton had a chance to maybe go all out for this, dive for it, but he was definitely got a couple of steps on Brian Cook on the deep corner route. Now a 3rd and long situation. Be aware of a screen here to try to negate maybe a blitz package from Steve Spagnuolo. As long as everybody does their job, may force the punt.
5:45 to go first quarter. 7-0 Chiefs. 3rd and 7 Saints at their own 33. Kamara is one of the best, if not the best, screen performer in this league. A quick slant is caught well short of a first down. Big hit made by Chamari Connor on Mason Tipton on a quick slant. Olave was back into the game. They decided to go to Tipton. It's just a gain of 2 and a 3-and-out for the Saints at their own 35-yard line.
Excellent job trying to bait him with the blitz look, but then backing out, and Chamari Connor being one of the defensive stalwarts for this Chiefs team these first 4 games.
They have struggled in punting, at least statistically. They've got a rookie punter out of Vanderbilt, Matthew Habel, near the bottom of the league in both gross and net punting. As the Chiefs, with McCole Hardman back, he was fighting a knee injury, missed practice 1 day this week. Long count here for the Saints, 7-0 Chiefs. Returnable kick, but it's angling to the near side. It'll be taken by Hardman at the 20, but runs out of room on the angle. and is forced out of bounds by 4 different punt coverage members of the Saint team. 4:06 a hang time, a 49-yard punt, 7 yards on the return. Chiefs 7, Saints nothing. Chiefs get it back at their own 23 when you come back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Throughout the 2024 season, each NFL team channel on the SiriusXM app will feature the team's pre- and post-game shows before and after every game.
What's given me confidence is how they've responded to adversity.
Get instant reaction, live interviews, and press conference audio. Now your favorite team's broadcast includes their pre- and post-game shows all season long on the SiriusXM app. All 32 team channels are also available in vehicles equipped with SiriusXM 360L radios.
To truly go inside the game of pro football, you need to see things from the player's perspective.
Let's go.
Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, catch the Player's Point.
Let's go. Let's bring energy.
Join NFL tight end Cullen Thompson and Miami Dolphins fullback Alec Ingold as they break down the biggest stories in the NFL.
It's an encouraging way to look at football.
The Player's Point. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern on NFL Radio, Channel 88 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Hockey is back, and the NHL on SiriusXM sounds like this.
Score! Connor McDavid off the rush, set up by Hyman.
And this.
The Panthers have won the Stanley Cup for the first time. Yeah!
Hear every NHL game all season long on SiriusXM and the hometown announcers on the SiriusXM app, and talk about the day-to-day drama of the hockey season on NHL Network Radio, Channel 91.
Kansas City fans, hear what Coach Reed and the players have to say after each game on the Chiefs channel. 8:15 on the SiriusXM app.
Mitch Holter's back. Dana Hughes, Josh Klingler. Absolutely gorgeous night for Monday Night Football at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. And the beauty of the weather has been on the field as well. The Chiefs defense holding the Saints twice, including forcing a turnover. Athletic interception by Brian Cook. And a 5-yard touchdown run by Kareem Hunt into the 78-yard touchdown drive. Tickets for Less has the lowest prices and no service fees on Chiefs tickets and so much more. 2 road games coming up. We know how the kingdom travels. So get your next ticket order with the code Chiefs Radio tonight. Do it right now. Every seat holds a story. Find yours at ticketsforless.com. First and 10. Mahomes able to dial up Kelsey 3 times on that initial drive. And then found Noah Gray on a beautiful 15-yard boot. Press coverage by the Saints with a 4-man front. On first and 10, Chiefs at their own 23. Play action fake. Mahomes, he wants to run a screen. And the intended receiver, the running back, went down. That's one way to defend a screen. Hopefully Kareem Hunt's okay. He either lost his footing or the Saints just pummeled him to the ground. It'll be second and 10. John Ridgway III read the play and decided, I'll just take Hunt out of the game.
That's how you defend a screen, is that if you snuff it out, get contact on the intended receiver.
Second and 10, Chiefs to the shotgun. Hit on the near hash. Hunt stays in as a running back, sidecar position right. Kareem Hunt will get it. Jawan Taylor leading out in front of him, and he'll fight across the 25. But the Saints get pursuit there and hold him to a gain of 3, and the Chiefs will have 3rd down and 7. 7-0 Kansas City, 4:33 in the first quarter.
One of the more underrated linebackers in this game, Demario Davis, 13th season at Arkansas State. He is a true sideline-to-sideline linebacker. Going to be tough to get those stretch run plays against him.
2-time Pro Bowler, also was All-Pro 1 year. Spread set for the Chiefs. They'll go 3 eligible to the right. Samaje Perine is in the backfield. 1 eligible to the left, and Mahomes will take it on the near hash. 3rd and 7 from his own 25. And a false start on Kansas City. It's like Jawan Taylor trying to get a jump. Let's go back to Art Haynes at the GEHA Sports Desk.
Royals in the playoffs in New York. Yankees take a 1-0 lead in the 3rd. Back-to-back 2-out hits by Austin Wells and Giancarlo Stanton. 4th inning, 1-0 New York.
Trying to find Art. What we'll do, it's 3rd and 12 for the Chiefs. At their own 21 after the false start penalty on Taylor. That's his 5th false start in as many weeks. 3rd and 12, 7-0 Chiefs. Pressure on Mahomes, darting to his left. Comes back to the middle of the pocket, trying to keep the play alive. Throws it late, and it's incomplete. Underthrows Kelsey. Nearly picked off. There was a hand on it that deflected the route just enough. And Kansas City is 3 and out. on its second possession.
Yeah, the Saints lined up 7 guys at the line of scrimmage, and from an offensive standpoint, Mitch, you have to try to decipher on the run which 4, 5, or 6 guys are going to rush. That creates the opportunity for them to put pressure in the face of Patrick Mahomes. He flushes out of the pocket and forces the errant pass.
Adariza, hero, one of the heroes of the victory at the Chargers, will punt to the very dangerous Rashid Shaheed out of Weber State in his 3rd year. The line of scrimmage for the Chiefs, their own 21, leading 7-0 at 3:42 to go first quarter. Deep punt, Shaheed wants to return it, takes it at his own 24, stares and the gunner gets blocked. Now he goes left, 35, stops and he's hit. Flag on the play, but he won't go down as Shaheed goes to the left sideline and is shoved out there, but it might be a hold on the Saints on the return. Rashid Shaheed already this season has a touchdown of 70 yards, 59 yards in his career. He's also got a 41-yard touchdown on a run, 58, 45, 34, 68, 59 in his career. 55-yard punt, 9 yards on the return. Hang time at 4.61 and a penalty on the return on New Orleans. 7-0 Kansas City.
Ready to return, holding. Return team number 36. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down. Timeout.
The hold was on Rico Payton, a backup DB. Timeout on the field at 3:28 to go first quarter. 7-0 Chiefs. This quarter brought to you by GEHA. For over years, GEHA has offered medical and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. GEHA, your friend in federal since 1937, and the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Helzberg Diamonds presents the guy who did his homework. When it came to Jill's engagement ring, Brady knew exactly what to get.
Okay, so I came up with a design and showed it to all of our friends.
She'll love it.
Then he went to Helzberg. Their incredible selection of high-quality, lab-grown, and natural diamonds made creating that special ring easy. Her reaction?
I love it. Can't wait to tell everybody.
Everybody might know about it.
Be like Brady. Create the ring of your dreams at a Helzberg near you or at helzberg.com. Ask now about special financing offers.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
Pliers, drillers, testers, threaders, tools, 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 cables, pull it, cutters, snip it, labels, print it, fish tape, routed, tools, 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 voltage tested, friction, lube it, connectors, crimp it, safety, got it, all the vendors, products, pullers, get screwdrivers, and more pliers.
All the tools, all in one place. Gray Bar.
Chiefs football is brought to you by Hy-Vee, proud official grocery sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mitch Holthus back along with Dean and Hughes, Josh Klingler. Monday Night Football, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. 7-0 Kansas City. 3:28 to go first quarter. The Saints' third possession will start at its own 23-yard line after a hold on a punt return by Rashid Shaheed. Derek Carr. Again, 3-14 against the Chiefs in his career. Under center for the Saints. And a penalty flag, and I think the crowd's going to get this penalty.
False start.
The crowd will force a false start on the Saints. They were so loud, it's on the rookie. Talisa Fuaga, outstanding first-round pick out of Oregon State. But a rookie mistake with the crowd. Talisa Fuaga, 1st and 15 for the Saints. At their own 16-yard line, they go right into the middle of the Chiefs defense and going nowhere. Alvin Kamara gets just 2 yards. Big Mike Pennell was there to clog the drain. Kamara's not just a perimeter runner, man. He can attack the middle, but the Chiefs won that battle there.
Yeah, everybody doing their job, gap fits, and let's remember, from a crowd noise standpoint, the New Orleans Saints play in one of the more noisy stadiums in the NFL, but they never have it against them on offense. This is a very unique situation for them, and the offense paid for it on that penalty.
2nd and 13 Saints at their own 20. 7-0 Kansas City. 2:50 to go in the first quarter. Carr being chased. He'll unload it. Catch made by Shaheed, but out of bounds. It's incomplete. Rashid Shaheed was the check down receiver. Drew Tranquill was over on coverage at his 3rd down and 13. Chris Jones almost looked like he was held on the play, but had the pressure. Now it's 3rd and 13 for Derek Carr, and the Saints at their own 20, 7-0 Chiefs.
Jones stepping through a double team. Such quick feet displayed by the big defensive lineman.
Carr 3 of 6, 13 yards, and he's thrown a pick to Brian Cook. 3rd and 13. Carr retreating into the pocket. He's throwing deep middle. Up for grabs. 3 Chiefs, 1 Saint. Incomplete. And an overthrow. Shaheed wanted pass interference, but I think it was an uncatchable football anyway. But there were 3 Chiefs absolutely surrounding Rashid Shaheed. If Shaheed was driving the car, there was a Chief in the front seat and 2 in the back seat. Incomplete, 3 and out.
And actually, Shaheed actually tackled Justin Reed and then tried to plead for a flag. All 3 guys playing the ball. Justin Reed did an excellent job getting his head back to the ball. Almost another big play for Brian Cook.
Again, Hayball has struggled in his rookie year. Down in the bottom 3rd of the league in net punting. Angles it, but McCole Hardman a chance to return this. Takes it at his own 28. At the numbers right. Waits for 2 blocks. At the 40, then he's hit hard. But he does get his helmet and the football up to the 41-yard line. A 52-yard punt. 13 yards on the return. But hang time right at 4 seconds. Kansas City leading 7-0. Prepares for its 3rd drive of this first quarter with 2:26 remaining in this first frame. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Five feet and over in length.
It's not like me to try anything athletic.
And detailed play-by-play of who scored last night.
Hi, this is Travis Kelce's agent. He's going to be bigger than The Rock. I'm not kidding.
Fumble! Catch the Howard Stern Show.
Today is Fan Appreciation Day.
Live at 7 a.m. Eastern on Howard 100 and the SiriusXM app.
Go inside the mind of the ultimate country boy.
Hey, y'all, it's Luke Bryan. I'm bringing you Country Boy Radio, my very own channel, celebrating my new album, Mind of a Country Boy. Stories from making the record, and some of my friends are coming up.
Luke Bryan's Country Boy Radio. XM app.
Sports Grid Radio has all your sports wagering needs covered this NFL season.
If I tell you to take over 41.5, baby, I'm backing it up. I actually have it.
Join Gabe Morency on Sports Rage tonight during every NFL night game all season long.
They're going to score a touchdown, and the game's going to go over the number.
Whether you have a little nighttime action or it's the final leg in your parlay, sweat your bets with the loudest voice on the air.
Touchdown!
Sports Grid Radio, channel 159 in the car, and always on the SiriusXM app.
Art Haynes at the GEHA Sports Desk. Royals were trailing the Yankees 1-0. Then this happened in the top of the 4th.
Pitch. Salvi drills it high in the air, deep left field. No doubt about it. It's a home run. A game-tying blast from the Royals captain.
On Royals radio since then, a base hit by Tommy Pham brings in another run. It's 2-1 Royals leading and still batting in the top of the 4th against the Yankees. Back to the stadium.
Trying to even the series at 1 game apiece. Here at 7-0 Kansas City, 2:26 to go in the first quarter. The Chiefs' 3rd drive will be its best drive start so far at its own 40-yard line right hash. And Mahomes will start under center and has tip-tap motion behind him by Kelce. They're going to run a toss sweep. Near side blockers in front. On the edge is Kareem Hunt, and he will get 8 yards powering to the near sideline with a bunch of his buddies out in front as an 8-yard run to start the drive.
What movement you're seeing up front with this offensive line. Wanye Morris at the second level, getting movement from Joe Tooney and Creed Humphrey. It's like student body left, old school football when you see that kind of movement from your offensive line and getting chunk yardage on first down.
Chiefs go to 3 tight ends on 2nd and 2.5. Ball at their own 47.5. But Jody Fortson is back, and he's on the field right now. Here comes a blitz to the backside of Mahomes. He reads it. Comes near side. Pass is caught. First down. And Jody Fortson, welcome back to the Chiefs kingdom. We know the weapon he can be. 4 career touchdowns. It's just a matter of staying healthy. And a hot read of the blitz on the backside. Mahomes went the opposite way for a first down.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt made the block on the blitzing outside rusher. Excellent job scanning from left to right, giving Patrick just enough time to find Fortson for the first down.
90 seconds left, first quarter. Chiefs leading 7-0. They're in the pistol now as Mahomes in that short shotgun position with Carson Steele right behind him. Steele will get it on the left side. Big push by the O-line, and Carson Steele rips off an 8-yard gain. But he had 5 yards before he got the football because the offensive line, like a road grader, was moving back the Saints' defensive front.
It's never been about his ability, Mitch. It's about the ball security, my number 2 key in this game. And you can see covering up the football, keeping his shoulders square downfield, not getting turned sideways. It's the key to success for him.
2nd and 2 at the Saints' 40. 7-0 Kansas City. Steele shifting to the right side car position. Quick throw goes outside to Kelsey. First down plus. Gets to the Saint 35-yard line. 2 good perimeter blocks. Gray out there along with Wiley. They go to the 3 tight end side for a 5-yard pickup and another first down.
There's a reason why we have 4 tight ends active, because they do such a nice job in the perimeter as well as the run game, hybrid fullbacks, maneuverability, and then the playmaking ability, obviously, of Travis Kelce.
Play clock and the first quarter clock almost synchronized here. 4 tight ends in the game, and 3 have already caught passes. First and 10 Chiefs at the 36 of the Saints. Far hash, single back, Kareem Hunt. Blasts off right tackle. He's at the 30-yard line and runs right into the defender, who spins him down on the right sideline. Kareem Hunt exploding off tackle. Jawan Taylor with an excellent block. Paulson Adebo.
This is the end of the first quarter.
But it's another run of 8 yards. And the Chiefs on this drive have peeled off 8 and 8 on first down as the first quarter ends with the Chiefs leading 7-0 on the Kansas City Chiefs radio network.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. And you've got beer and football. Nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Protect yourself. Get the updated COVID-19 vaccine and your flu shot at the same time at Hy-Vee. That's right, you can save time and get your COVID-19 and flu shot at the same time. Schedule your updated COVID-19 vaccine and flu shot online today. Or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy whenever it's convenient for you. No appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Your Hy-Vee pharmacy is here to help you and your family stay healthy. Some restrictions apply.
Play Kansas Lottery Super Kansas Cash, the Kansas-only draw game, giving you 2 plays for $1 and jackpot starting at $100,000. Get your tickets today. Play Kansas Lottery, proud sponsor of the Chiefs Radio Network.
Enter the Tickets for Less Chiefs VIP contest for your chance to win 2 club-level Chiefs tickets, signed Chiefs merchandise, a Smokehouse barbecue gift card, radio booth tour, and more. Register now at ticketsforless.com/contests.
Get in the flow with the channel of so crazy through Drake's unstoppable rise.
That's why I need
and emotion of 2000s and 2010s.
7-0 Kansas City as we begin playing the second quarter. The Chiefs will have 2nd and 2 at the Saint 28. A ton of local dudes on the Saints team. In fact, right now, the pride of Fort Hays State, Nathan Shepard, played for the Tigers, MIAA Defensive Player of the Year. I mentioned Rico Payton made a special teams tackle earlier. He played at Pittsburgh State. We mentioned Colin Saunders, Tyrann Mathieu on this team, Christian Boyd from Blue Springs, and then Blake Grupe, the place kicker from Sedalia Smith Cotton for the Saints. But the hometown Chiefs driving here. 2nd down and 2. Kareem Hunt, hands on his knees, under center. Mahomes fakes to Hunt. Now steps up into the pocket, dumps it in the left flat, caught by Hunt with a blocker. 20-yard line, 15, and 2 Saints sandwich him. But not until Kareem Hunt catches the check down throw from Mahomes and a gain of 15 yards to the Saints' 13-yard line. Anthony Orjai saves the touchdown.
Excellent job maneuvering in the pocket, but Mitch, we got a first down here. The Chiefs have been outstanding so far in this game. They've had 10 first downs. They averaged 7.7 yards on first down alone. 6 rushes for 35 yards, 4 passes for 10.5 yards per clip.
First down and 10 for the Chiefs at the 13 of the Saints. Hardman in motion, right to left. Now he comes back to the right. They give it off on a jet sweep to Hardman inside the 10, and he's tackled as he gets to the 8-yard line of the Saints and picks up 5 yards. A left to right jet sweep. DeMario Davis, again the Pro Bowl linebacker, on a jet sweep flip pass, a gain of 5, and the Chiefs have 2nd and 5, leading 7-0 at the Saints' 8-yard line.
What we're seeing here is just an assortment of offensive attack. Well, it's running downhill between the tackles on the perimeter. Now you're seeing them try to stretch him horizontally. It's a great job of execution.
And with surgical precision. And the surgeon back at the table. Mahomes on 2nd and 5 to throw. Clean pocket. Steps up. Flag on the play as Mahomes scrambles. Throws it late. It is caught for a touchdown. Kansas City, Noah Gray. But he puts the football down in disgust.
Offense, number 74. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Juwan Taylor's 2nd penalty of the game. Now 5 full starts on the year. That's his 2nd hold. He came into the week 2nd only to Laramie Tunsil.
He's got his arms outside of Carl Anderson on the inside move by the defensive end, number 96, right in view of the officials.
2nd and 15. Andy Reid none too happy. 2nd down. Again in 15 at the Saint 18-yard line. Chiefs lead 7-0 on a Kareem Hunt 5-yard run. Mahomes with a twist. Here comes the backside pressure. Mahomes gets away, dumps it late. Inside the 10, catch made. It's Kelsey with the catch, and then he's spun to the ground after a gain of 10 yards. I mean, Mahomes is getting rid of the football in a nanosecond ahead of the Saints rush.
Yeah, Chase Young was chasing him from behind. Again, the presence of mind and the understanding of the pocket when it collapses, there's no one better than Patrick Mahomes.
A pickup of 10 yards to Kelsey, again on a check down throw. 3rd down and 5. Chiefs at the Saint 8-yard line. 7-0 Kansas City. 12:55 to go in the first half. Mahomes sparks out the calls in the shotgun near hash. Ball in his right hand. Waiting to unleash it. Still with time. He'll step up looking for a receiver. Now he throws it late. It's incomplete. Whizzing by Samaje Perine. It was like a 7-on-7 drill. And everybody just trying to find a void. But nobody could get open, and the Chiefs will try a field goal to go up by 2 scores.
This is like flag football. Actually has Samaje Perine there. Samaje kind of stopped his route. If he had just kept going across the end zone, it would have been right in his chest for a touchdown. But outstanding athleticism by Patrick Mahomes there.
So be a 26-yard attempt from the near hash by Butker. He's 8 of 9 this year. The only miss was that 65-yard desperation kick at near the end of the half against the Chargers. And Butker's kick is good, and Kansas City's got a 2-possession lead at 12:39 to go in the second quarter. Kansas City 10, New Orleans nothing. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Every fantasy football champion makes one defining move.
You are just a season-long fantasy football player. Don't overvalue wide receiver, cornerback. Seriously.
Fantasy Sports Radio can help you make that move.
Use your bench to improve your lineup. That's what your bench is for. This week is proving why that's the case.
Listen to the best analysts for lineup advice, trade questions, and roster moves. Make your move with Fantasy Sports Radio, Sirius XM 87, and the Sirius XM app. Here's what's happening on Sirius XM Sports.
Week 5 of the NFL season is concluding right now with a marquee matchup in Kansas City as the Chiefs look to remain unbeaten as they host the New Orleans Saints. Sirius XM NFL Radio has all the exciting play-by-play action of Chiefs and Saints right now on Channel 88 and on the Sirius XM app.
Sirius XM Sports, wherever you are. Your team plays here.
Now through November 1st, SiriusXM is giving away a pair of tickets to every MLB postseason game through the World Series. Listen to MLB Network Radio for the clues and be the first caller to correctly name the postseason hero, and you'll receive a pair of tickets to an MLB postseason game. MLB Network Radio has your chance to win on SiriusXM 89 and the all-new SiriusXM app. No transportation will be included in connection with these prizes. For full contest information and official rules, visit SiriusXM.com/MLB postseason hero. No purchase necessary. Open only to current SiriusXM subscribers prior to September 22nd. Must be a U.S. resident over the age of 18.
A new year in the NBA is right around the corner, and NBA Radio has you covered.
Tatum muscles it up and in, scoring a foul.
Our experts are breaking down the entire league.
That's going to be a fun team to watch.
And bringing you inside the locker room.
It is a must-win game.
Basketball season is just weeks away, and your 24/7 home for hoops is SiriusXM NBA Radio, Channel 86, and the all-new SiriusXM app.
It's 4-1 Royals in the bottom of the fourth. Yankee starter Carlos Rodon already out of the game. Earlier today, the Tigers beat the Guardians 3-0. Three-run homer by Kerry Carpenter won it in the top of the ninth. Back to Mitch.
And that score has been announced to this crowd, and they're chanting, "Let's go Royals," which is awesome. It's a good time to be a Kansas City sports fan. 10-0 here, Chiefs. Butker with a 26-yard field goal and a 10-play, 52-yard drive. The Chiefs were knocking on the door of opportunity, but a holding penalty on Juwan Taylor stalls the drive. Now Rashid Shaheed is back with Jamal Williams. Saints dressed in all white, black helmets. The fleur-de-lis on the side of the helmet since 1967 when they were an expansion team. Kick taken at the 1-yard line. Coming on the near side, it is Williams, and Williams is sandwiched, and down he goes at the 26-yard line. So the Chiefs kick it into the 1 yard deep in the end zone. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Interact with our stable of former players, coaches, and executives all day long on Sirius app.
Second-year linebacker Kane Jones with the kickoff coverage tackle. Little attitude shown by the Chiefs in all three phases.
Love to see it.
Under center, Derek Carr, first and 10 at his own 26, trailing 10-0. Handoff goes to Jamal Williams. Again, gains nothing. Williams, 4 years in Green Bay, 2 years in Detroit. 8-year veteran, had a touchdown here against the Chiefs in that 2019 victory by Green Bay. And the Chiefs did not have Patrick Mahomes in that game.
Good to see Mike Dana back in the lineup. Comes through, such a versatile player. We see him in multiple positions, just like we speak of Chris Jones. Doesn't get the props that he deserves.
3 minutes into the second quarter, 10-0 Kansas City. Now Derek Carr in the shotgun, raising the right leg. He's got two receivers to the right, two to the left. Pass comes to the near side. Juwan Johnson, the tight end, makes the catch, but McDuffie wraps him up right away. And it will give a gain of 4 yards and forward progress, but it still leaves 3rd and 6 for New Orleans. At its own 30-yard line, they trail 10-0.
Trent McDuffie out there on the corner just slips just a bit. It's still physical to create the third and medium here.
Saints came into the game second in the NFL in third down conversions. They're 1 of 3 tonight. They spread it out. They go 4 by 1 initially. Now they'll line up 3 by 2. Empty backfield. Pass to the near side is caught by Kamara for a first down at the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 yards. Mentioned he is so dangerous, Danon, as a pass receiver. That's his 19th catch of the season. Tranquil got him, but not until the Saints have a first down.
Yeah, so dangerous when he exits the backfield more like a receiver. Unlike many other running backs in the league, runs precise routes and definitely has garnered a lot of respect and confidence from Derek Carr.
83 touchdowns. Crazy. Best in scrimmage yards this year again, coming into week 5. First and 10 Saints at their own 40. Chiefs lead 10-0. Carr under center. Is it off to Kamara's going nowhere. Wrapped up. Tershawn Wharton continues to play good ball and holds Kamara to 1 yard. Pennell came in to help, but people are just not able to block Turk Wharton. He got off the block of Nick Saldiveri.
Yes, he does such a great job. And we see Chris Jones at 6'6", Tershawn Wharton at 6'1". He has that leverage. He knows how to use his hands and his lower half to create space, to be able to dislodge from blockers and make those type of plays.
2nd and 9, Saints. Their own 41. Carr throws it complete right between the hash marks, and then coming barely to the near side, Rashid Shaheed. It's a first down at the 44-yard line and a pickup of 15 yards. And Derek Carr with his best throw so far in this game.
A lot of cushion given in the middle of the field, just beyond the linebacker Nick Bolin and Justin Reed. A little bit late to get there. They got to respect the speed of Shaheed there. Need some more pressure in the face of Derek Carr like we saw earlier in this first half.
First and 10, Saints in Chiefs territory at the 44. Chiefs have one takeaway, a Brian Cook interception on the first drive of the game. Kamara, again, is wrapped up by Mike Dana, who came in from the backside and holds Kamara to just 1 yard. And right now, the Chiefs defensive line is dominating the middle.
Chiefs recognize something, the scouting of the Saints. When they run that motion, the jet sweep type of motion, you're seeing a collapse from that front side that's quickly getting to the ball carrier as he's getting it in the backfield.
Again, the left tackle, Taliese Fuaga, outstanding first-round draft pick, but he had a penalty earlier. 2nd down and 9 for the Saints at the 43 of the Chiefs. Deep middle throw, wide open and caught for a Saints touchdown. Rashid Shaheed. A 43-yard post pattern, splitting the Chiefs safeties, and the Saints will quiet the crowd with a deep throw.
Just Justin Reed got caught flat on that, and Brian Cook just could not stay with the speed of Shaheed there. The big chunk play that worked so well for the Saints in the first 2 games of the season, able to get a touchdown back here.
I just rattled off all of the big plays Shaheed has had. And this year, a 70-yard reception at Dallas for a touchdown. Against Carolina, 59-yard touchdown, and now a 43-yarder against the Chiefs. And the pride of Sedalia Smith Cotton High School, Blake Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints are right back into the game. 8:36 to go, first quarter. Kansas City 10, New Orleans 7. This is the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Excellence is the expectation at the University of Kansas Health System. Excellence is the compassionate care they give to every patient. Excellence is the expertise and leading-edge treatments that led the University of Kansas Hospital being named the best hospital in Kansas City by U.S. News and World Report for 15 years in a row. This focus on excellence is why the University of Kansas Health System is the official healthcare provider of the Kansas City Chiefs and the best care for Chiefs Kingdom. For more information, visit kansashealthsystem.com/Chiefs.
For over 86 years, GEHA has offered medical and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. GEHA, your friend in federal since 1937, and the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.
How to keep clean at a tailgate with Club Car Wash. Tip number 1, stand up and lean over your plate while eating to keep those gnarly nacho cheese stains at bay. And cool it on the dipping sauces. A single dunk is plenty. Double dunking is a dangerous game. The best way to keep clean at a tailgate, however, is to bring your vehicle to Club Car Wash on game day. Leave the messes to the masses in the parking lot and get game day ready with Club Car Wash.
Club Car Wash. Join the club.
What makes for a great vacation? Depends on who you ask. Are you looking to get away or bring everyone together? Do you want to get outside and play or see a play at the plate? Fortunately, however you operate, I'm the destination you've been looking for. The name's Missouri, but you can call me Mo. And I have just one question. What's your MO? Come see me at visitmo.com.
Chiefs football is brought to you by the Kansas Lottery Play On app. Scan your tickets for more chances to win.
7-play, 74-yard touchdown drive by the Saints. Rashid Shaheed had 58 yards of the 74, including a 43-yard touchdown reception from Derek Carr. So the Chiefs lead now sliced to 3. And Blake Grupe, the Saints love with the new kickoff rule. Again, 19 players are sandwiched between the 30 and 40 of the Chiefs. But they love to kick it in the landing zone. Only 8 touchbacks, second fewest in the league. And now it's a line drive kick that's dropped by Sky Moore. Picks it up. He's at the 20, stops and gets sandwiched between 3 Saints at the 20-yard line. If he could have caught that cleanly, he would have easily been at the 35. Let's go to the sideline, and here's Josh Klingler.
All right, the Chiefs defense on the sideline making adjustments, guys. It's our, I guess it's a rite of passage every single year. We've had our Chris Jones, Joe Cullen in each other's face, yelling back and forth. The defensive line coach and the Chiefs, obviously fiery defensive lineman. He's been felt like he's been being held by the Saints and not getting enough calls. So we'll keep an eye on the heat down here.
3 tight ends for the Chiefs, lining up initially with all 3 left. Now they split Kelsey to the near side. Kareem Hunt goes off tackle, gains 4 yards from his own 20 up to the 24-yard line. Behind the perimeter blocking on the left side of Wanye Morris. And an injured player, and Wanye's down. Wanye Morris was out in front of that play. Remember, he was injured in training camp. It was starting to really hum at that left tackle spot. 10-7 Kansas City. 8:17 to go in the second quarter. Let's take this time out. It's brought to you by Van Chevrolet. All roads lead to Van. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
SiriusXM presents a brand new exclusive show with former UN ambassador, governor, and presidential candidate Nikki Haley on Nikki Haley Live.
Join me on Nikki Haley Live, a show where we talk about facts, policies that affect your family, stories from the campaign trail, the upcoming election, and maybe a bit about music and sports along the way. Tune in to Nikki Haley Live.
Nikki Haley Live, Wednesdays at 8 a.m. East on Triumph, Channel 111, and on the SiriusXM app.
Hey, football fans, this is Jim Miller.
And I'm Pat Kerwin. Be sure to join us tomorrow for Moving the Chains at 3 p.m. Eastern on NFL Radio.
We'll be covering all the action from Saints Chiefs on Monday night and talking with Commanders head coach Dan Quinn.
Plus, we'll keep you updated on the latest injury news and start to peek ahead to Week 6. And whether you want to brag or you want to vent, we're always looking forward to your calls.
So come talk some ball with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, SiriusXM, NFL Radio, Channel 88, and the all-new SiriusXM app.
I'm Ashley Flowers, host of the #1 true crime podcast in the world, Crime Junkie. This Halloween season, we're getting into the spirit on Crime Junkie Radio. With hair-raising episodes of full-body chills, Crime Junkie Radio is your ultimate spooky destination for 24/7 true crime all month long. It's all on Crime Junkie Radio, your ultimate obsession. Hear it now and anytime exclusively on the SiriusXM app. Just search Crime Junkie Radio.
8:21 left to go first half. 10-7 Kansas City. Wanye Morris walking off the field. His own power. If you're looking for something fast, fresh, and delicious, look no further than your local Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh. Your mealtime destination, fresh, made-to-order sandwiches and burgers, take-and-bake meals, and more. Save on fuel with your Hy-Vee Perks card. Visit Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh tonight. Kareem Hunt so far busy. 10 touches of the 23 plays for the Chiefs. 9 runs at 45 yards. He had a check down catch of 15 yards. So Kareem busy again after being busy last week against the Chargers. 10-7 Chiefs. Mahomes in the shotgun. Has got Xavier Worthy lined up in the backfield. Now he goes to a slot to the near side. Trips. Mahomes moving to his right. Here comes a rusher. Mahomes will throw it away outside the pocket on 2nd down and 6. Carl Granderson, one of the more underrated players in the NFC in his 6th year, was in the vision and chasing Mahomes.
Unfortunately, Patrick has to exit the pocket to his right, but all the receivers are running crossing routes to the left, so nowhere to throw. Smartly throws it out of bounds.
Chiefs 1 of 3 on third down. They have 3rd and 6 here at their own 24, leading 10-7. 8:05 to go, second quarter. Chiefs 3 eligible to the right. A ball will be snapped on the left hash. They bring Watson in motion to a left slot. Mahomes steps up into the pocket, moving left, gripping the ball, trying to run for a first down on the angle and holds out the football. It looks like he has just enough. Right in front of the Saints bench and Coach Dennis Allen. He needed 6. He got 7 with Chase Young living up to his name. The 2020 Pro Bowler, former Washington Commander, was on the chase. 10th first down for the Chiefs. And 1st and 10 at its own 31.
Yeah, if Patrick had a little bit more time, he had a wide open Xavier Worthy on a deep crossing route. Could have been a huge play for the Chiefs, but he smartly uses his legs to get the first down.
1st and 10, Kansas City. Worthy sprints in motion in front of Mahomes, who's in the shotgun. Quick throw left at the 35, complete. And a gain of 8 yards, make it 9 on first down to Juju Smith-Schuster. And that was just a rise up and throw.
A little RPO action instead of running the slant route. Just runs a little a little dart route up the seam. Nice job, both Juju and Patrick being on the same page.
Again, no training camp for Juju. Picked up after camp. You'd think over time that timing would come back that they had in 2022. Check it down and 2 for the Chiefs at their own 39, leading 10-7. 6:53 to go, second quarter. Smith-Schuster in motion. Mahomes, play action fake, dumps it in the near flat. Worthy at the 40, turns on the Jets, 50-yard line, 45 of the Saints, steps out of bounds at the Saint 43. A nifty Andy Reid play of 18 yards on a little flip to Worthy, who was hanging around in a check down position. Let's go to Josh Klingler.
Hey guys, Wanya Morris is okay. He was checked out on the trainer's table, looking like they were looking at both legs at one point in time, but he went through a couple of exercises on the sidelines. Given the clearance, he's back out and out left tackle.
There is an injured Saint, it appears, in the Chiefs sideline area.
Looks like it was Will Harris, who it looked like he had the angle on Xavier Worthy, a little teardrop throw from Patrick Mahomes, but then that speed was shown by Worthy, and I believe Will Harris looked like he pulled up, maybe a hamstring, trying to catch up to the speed of Worthy, and he's down on our sideline.
Harris, the 6-year veteran, he played 5 years for Detroit, part of that Detroit year last year when they won the NFC North, and then came to the Saints as a free agent. But he is still down, and we'll take a break. 10-7 Kansas City, but they're driving at the Saint 43 at 6:36 left, second quarter. This is the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
T-Mobile has the best 5G coverage in the game, whether you're home or out and about. So you can check out the latest scores in the checkout line, watch replays in the playground, or celebrate the game-winning touchdown from the passenger seat. If you're a Chiefs fan who wants to stay connected to all the action, whether you're at home or away, get the best 5G coverage in the game, only at T-Mobile.
See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Hey, Chiefs Kingdom, looking for post-game highlights and exclusive player and coach interviews? Look no further than the weekly Chiefs Kingdom shows hosted at Hy-Vee. Join me, Mitch Holtis, and a special Chiefs player guest every week for the live radio broadcast at Hy-Vee Market Grill. Score raffle prizes, experience once-in-a-lifetime player meet and greets, and more. Plus, don't forget to try the KC Takeaway Zarda Barbecue Sandwich and Fries for just $10 while you're there. Check out 610sports.com for the full show schedule. We'll see you at Hy-Vee, Chiefs Kingdom.
What does it mean to be the official
information technology provider for the Chiefs. It means everything. Technology Group Solutions makes sure everything runs flawlessly for the millions of fans that attend games and the hundreds of millions of fans that comprise Chiefs Kingdom around the world. Technology Group Solutions can deploy that same dedication, problem solving, and incredible service to ensure your business runs smoothly. Technology Group Solutions, powering Chiefs Kingdom, and ready to do the same for you.
Mitch Holter's back along with Dana Hughes, Josh Klingler. 6:36 to go, second quarter. Kansas City 10, New Orleans 7. Mahomes 11 of 15, 111 yards. 7 different players have caught those 11 Mahomes aerials. Chiefs touchdown, a 5-yard run by Kareem Hunt. Chiefs are in the pistol with Hunt behind Mahomes on 1st and 10. Hunt will get it. B gap right side. Surrounded by Saints. He'll gain yardage to the 40, picks up 3 yards. B gap right side. Again, the safety, Will Harris, a leg injury. And Jonathan Abram, remember him, former Raider?
Yep.
They elevated him from the practice squad, but he's a 6-year veteran. He's been on this field a lot.
Former top-round pick.
Mississippi State. Chiefs go with extra tight ends right. Gray, Kelsey. Brad Rogers now backpedals as Kelsey looks at him. The official, 2nd and 7. Sprint out action left side. Far boundary caught. Kelsey first down. A gain of 8 yards. Kelsey busy tonight as the Saints push him out there, but a first down, gain of 6 yards.
So tough to guard, especially for a linebacker. That's Anthony Orji, the backup linebacker, trying to take on the task of guarding the best tight end in the league, and we're able to get a first down there.
Saints down 2 outside linebackers, former Chief Willie Gay Jr. and Pete Werner. 1st and 10, Chiefs leading 10-7, ball in the far hash at the Saint 32-yard line. Now the ball's out and covered up by Xavier Worthy all the way back at the 46-yard line. Carson Steele and Xavier Worthy miss a mesh. It'll be a loss of 13 yards.
What the fuck is that?
It was a single back set by Steele, who was trying to get the ball, and Alontae Taylor, who's an outstanding nickel blitzer, read it all the way, and near disaster for the Chiefs.
Yeah, very rarely do you see a nickel back be the leading sack guy, but he makes his presence known in the backfield.
2nd and 24, Chiefs at the Saint 46. Mahomes will step up. He'll scramble, 40-yard line, gets hit, and down at the 38 of the Saints, but a flag is thrown back in the pocket, and they are pointing at the Chiefs. Wow, Kansas City losing negative yardage.
Holding, offense, number 65. 10-yard penalty.
Trey Smith called for the hold, his 2nd of the season. And how about this in 2 consecutive plays? The Chiefs drive, when they picked up a first down, they had the ball at the 32.5 of the Saints. Now they've lost 23 yards, and they're back in their own territory at their own 44 with a 10-7 lead, and 2nd and 34 to go for a first down. Chiefs are 3-1. 4-man rush for the Saints. They're going to run a screen. Left, 45. It's Juju Smith-Schuster, 45-yard line. Back into Saints territory to the 43. Smith-Schuster on a wide receiver screen. Jonathan Abram made the tackle, but a gain of 12.
Good to see the offensive line out in front of him. Joe Thuney so mobile at that left guard position, trying to lead the way there. The mindset has to change here. Unless you're fortunate to get a defensive penalty, got to be thinking about getting in or staying in Harrison Butker range to cap this drive off with some points if you're not able to get this 3rd and 22.
A foiled end around and a hold. The Chiefs now have 3rd and 22 at the 44-yard line of the Saints, leading 10-7. Again, a 4-man rush. Quick pass. Kelsey at the 40. Coming all the way across the field. Flips it off. It goes to Perine. He's at the 25. He is close to a first down. Kelsey, who messes around in practice doing this a lot. He thought he had a touchdown last year. Remember, on a play, he's got 21 yards. The Chiefs have 4th down and 1. Kelsey came right to left all the way across the field and almost was tackled, and then he shovels it underneath to Samaje Perine on an old hook and ladder.
Love to see it. Great job of execution. Two guys being on the same page. It looks like the Chiefs are going to go for it here.
Fourth down. Less than a yard at the Saint 23-yard line. 10-7 Kansas City. At 2:55 to go in the first half. Timeout Saints.
Forced them to use their first timeout.
New Orleans. Their first. It's a 30-second timeout.
On third down, the Chiefs had third down and 22. They threw it on a short route to Travis Kelce, who came all the way across the field, right to left. And as soon as, just before he was tackled, he shoveled it off underneath on a lateral back to Samaje Perine, who was perfectly caught it in stride.
Yes.
It wasn't, oh gosh, what do I have? It's like, but Kelce does this all the time. You see it in OTAs, you see it in camp. Now it works if the Chiefs can pick up fourth down in less than a yard. Tours are available for GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Check it out. Go to Chiefs.com. Fourth down. Less than a yard at the Saints' 23-yard line. Chiefs go to an offset eye. Hunt is the tailback. The fullback is Carson Steele. Long count. Kareem Hunt dancing on the right side. First down easily to the 21-yard line. Trey Smith was called for the hold earlier. This time, he blew open a hole. And the Chiefs have first and 10, overcoming third down and 22. And a great block by Carson Steele.
Mitch, who knew that in order for us to get chunk yardage on offense, we just needed to go back 30 yards on offense. That's how you get chunk yards. Whatever way makes it work. Fun to watch.
24 seconds to the 2-minute warning. First and 10, Kansas City at the 21 of the Saints. 10-7 Chiefs. Kelce tight end right. They're going to run a counter. Kareem Hunt trying to bounce off a hit with that balance that he's got. He gets to the 19, gains 2 yards. Hunt again at 216 pounds with the feet of a lightweight boxer.
This
and
is
the cloud of a heavyweight. 2-minute warning announced here in the first half. Chiefs 10, Saints 7. Chiefs trying to get something out of this drive to end the half. The 2-minute warning is powered by Ford. Build and price your brand new Ford vehicle online at buyfordnow.com.
Hey, Chiefs Kingdom, get ready to turn your tailgate into tail great with help from Hy-Vee, proud sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Go Chiefs!
You'll find everything you need at Hy-Vee, from burgers and buns to sides, fruit trays, desserts, and a whole lot more. Plus, check out Hy-Vee's expansive wine and spirit selection for all your game day needs. Tailgating has never been easier with help from your local Hy-Vee. And go Chiefs! For over 86 years, GEHA has offered medical and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. GEHA, your friend in federal since 1937, and the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.
T-Mobile has the best 5G coverage in the game, whether you're home or out and about. So, you can check out the latest scores in the checkout line, watch replays in the playground, or celebrate the game-winning touchdown from the passenger seat. If you're a Chiefs fan who wants to stay connected to all the action, whether you're at home or away, get the best 5G coverage in the game, only at T-Mobile.
See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
What keeps America shining red, white, and blue? Family, fun, and football with Branson, Missouri, the official vacation destination of the Kansas City Chiefs. Play like champions in Branson, choosing your family's game plan from dozens of live music shows, boundless attractions, and unbeatable outdoor beauty. Explore family fun in Branson, the official vacation destination of the Kansas City Chiefs. More at explorebranson.com.
We talked about flag football earlier. The Chiefs just had a flag football play, overcoming third down and 22 on a 20-yard catch by Kelce. Went for 5, and then he scoops it behind him. The Samaje Perine ran for 15, and then a fourth down run for a first down by Kareem Hunt. Now the Chiefs have 2nd and 8 at the Saints' 19-yard line. 2 minutes to go. The Chiefs have all 3 timeouts. And now Mahomes is going to be spun to the ground and sacked. Chase Young. First-round draft pick by Washington in his 5th year. It's his first full sack of the season. It's a loss of 7 on 2nd down.
Looked like just got a little tangled up. Wanye Morris not using his hands and getting a strong punch there. But, Mitch, you got a circumstance here where
New Orleans.
the Saints are going to use their timeouts to keep time on the clock. If you have a situation where the Chiefs are able to cap this drive off with points, take more time off the clock, you can get 2 consecutive possessions because the Saints opted with winning the coin toss to take the ball.
Let's go to the sideline. Here is Josh Klingler.
During the 2-minute timeout, guys, Saints safety Will Harris was taken back to the locker room on a card. He was injured earlier in this drive. No report yet from the Saints sidelines as to the extent of the injury, but he had a towel over his head, looking very distraught as he was wheeled back to the locker room.
Players know. 14th play of the drive. Now the Chiefs, who overcame 3rd down and 22, have 3rd and 14 at the Saint 25. 10-7 Kansas City. Have to get to the 11-yard line of the Saints. 4-man rush. Inside, Mahomes throws it left flat. Caught at the 25-yard line. Darting inside, Pirine. And drags 3 Saints to the 16-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. The Chiefs have 4th down and 5. Saints will use another timeout. And leaving 1:34 on the clock for the Chiefs to try to get a field goal from Butker.
Timeout.
So on a drive where you tried an end around, and the nickelback smells it out and blows it up for a big loss, and then a hold, and then get another hold. That's overcoming a lot on a drive. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Listen to groundbreaking interviews and thrilling play-by-play all season long. Touchdown! On Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the Sirius XM app.
Butker 9 of 10 this season. Get a short field goal against the Saints in that COVID year of 2020 when the Saints won in New Orleans. This will be a 34-yard attempt from the far hash. 10-7 Chiefs at 1:35 to go in the first half. And Butker nails it. The Chiefs get 3 to answer the Saints 7. Let's stay here at 1:32 to go in the second quarter. But just a lot to overcome when you get 2 holds and then a blown up was going to be an end around, or at least a fake end around or something. And it's an excellent job by Alontae Taylor to blow it up for the Saints.
It just speaks to the mindset of this Chiefs team. They don't ever seem to be fazed by anything that's happening. They just move on to the next play, move on to the next game. Travis Kelce rolls the dice with that lateral, and then Samaje Perine, for as short of a time that he's been on this team, to know and have that instinct to know that Travis Kelce could lateral to him. He was ready for it, gets the chunk yardage back, and they're able to cap the drive off with the field goal, and also forcing the Saints to use all their timeouts. With 1 minute 32 seconds left, they're going to have to go into hurry up mode to try to cap this first half off with something positive.
If Butker tries to kick a touchback here, no, it's going to be a return. No, they're going to bring it out. He's going to bring it out. He indecisive. Initially, it was Williams. He gets to the 21. This is shades of the Jacksonville preseason game. Williams had a yard deep in the end zone. Then he brought it out, thought about going back. We know what that was going to be, a safety. The Chiefs were called for that in the preseason, but he gets it out to the 21-yard line.
But now
it is neat. Well, he's not touched there.
See, that's the question. I don't know, because if you drop to the knee like that, you're not touched down, but still.
Giving yourself up. The Chiefs have all 3 timeouts left. 1:26 to go in the half. Chiefs lead 13-7. Chargers threw a long touchdown pass on the last drive. He's lofting a pass to the near side, and the pass will be caught out of bounds, incomplete. The rookie from Yale, Mason Tipton, on a deep boundary route with McDuffie and Cook both defending. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Saints ball at the 21, but now my jersey tough 383 friend. The Chiefs could get the ball back. They still have 3 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, you got to be careful here if you're the Saints. We saw this work against the Bills yesterday in their loss, rolling the dice to try to throw their way back into a game.
Cost him the game. Yep. 2nd and 10 for Derek Carr in the shotgun. 2 by 2, they're going to dump it in the flat. It is caught And a great open field tackle made by Justin Reed on the tight end, Juwan Johnson. A gain of 3 on 2nd and 10. Chiefs immediately called timeout. 3rd and 7 Saints at their own 24. Chiefs leading 13-7 with 74 seconds remaining second quarter.
That's one of those circumstances you love. If you're a player on the Saints, if you're a Saints fan, you love the aggressive nature of trying to get a big play and get into scoring range to end the half, especially knowing that the Chiefs get the ball coming out for third quarter. But at the same time, you got to balance that with some smart play. I don't know.
You think the Bills Mafia like what happened yesterday? Could be an overtime. Nope, they lose the game. 3rd down 7. Derek Carr at his own 24-yard line. 13-7 Kansas City. Carr takes the high snap out of the shotgun, going to throw a screen. Chiefs are all over it. Nick Bolton, like he knew the play call against Alvin Kamara, takes him down for a loss of 2. The Chiefs call timeout. 1:08 to go on the halftime second quarter clock. The Chiefs lead 13-7. They're going to get the football back as the Saints can only run 24 seconds after the Chiefs got a field goal.
Yeah, depleted offensive line. Not sure if they had their starters, would they have been able to keep up with the speed and elusiveness of Nick Bolton in that circumstance. Outstanding job by our lead tackler and leader on this defense.
And with the incompletion the Saints threw, this goes back to your Bills comparison, the Chiefs still have an offensive timeout. They only had to use 2 of their 3 on defense because of the long incompletion to Tipton.
Got to be smart here. You're McCole Hardman.
Please put 1 minute and 10 seconds on the game clock. 1:10.
1:10, 1 timeout left.
Again, Hayball, the rookie out of Vanderbilt, probably excited about his team's win over Alabama. They started his career at Florida Atlantic. 29th in the league in punting.
What are you thinking here? The 45-yard line is the line for Harrison Butker.
Punt away by Hayball. Best punt of the night for him. It's going to be taken by Hardman at the 31. A Saint coming in from the back porch. Hardman trying to get to the outside and get to the edge. Up the near sideline and is forced out, coming all the way across. Left numbers to right boundary. 48-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. Hang time of 4:18. And now the Chiefs, 58 seconds and a timeout, have the ball at their own 37-yard line to try to score before the half. And as you alluded to earlier, the Chiefs will get the ball to start the third quarter.
Yeah, got to be smart here as well. In this circumstance, don't want to roll the dice too much. Be smart. I'd rather see Patrick, if there's a tight throw, I'd rather see you run or find an outlet than try to squeeze it in.
Chiefs will go 3rd down mode on 1st down. P. Ryan is the running back, shading to the far side of the field. Coming in motion is Worthy on a double move. Left side throw is wide and incomplete. He was looking for Xavier Worthy, but there was coverage underneath him by Alontae Taylor.
It came with the quick, short motion by Xavier Worthy, which normally shows a shallow cross or a deep crossing route. He pivots, goes back out to the corner. That's just good coverage by Taylor.
Chiefs 13, Saints 7. 53 seconds left, first half. Chiefs 2nd down and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Field goals on the last 2 drives. Touchdown on the first drive. 5-yard run by Kareem Hunt. Pressure on the left side of Mahomes. Holds it, comes near side. He's got Juju Smith-Schuster at the 40 of the Saints, 35, and popped out of bounds at the Saint 33. Juju Smith-Schuster works it for 30 yards on the near side of the field.
Outstanding protection by the offensive line. Mitch, the Saints had 8 guys in the box, and you don't know which 5 or 6 guys are going to rush. You got great communication at the offensive line position. Allows Patrick to scan the field, go backside to Juju for the big game.
Out of bounds to stop the clock at 45 seconds. Again, the Chiefs have a timeout remaining. They originally line up pistol, but they put P. Ryan now to the short side. Sidecar position right. Snap back to Mahomes, leading 13-7. Grips the ball, crosser behind Worthy and incomplete. Worthy coming left to right at the near side numbers. The ball behind him in the right forearm. It stops the clock at 41 seconds. 2nd and 10 Chiefs at the 33 of New Orleans.
A lot of the Saints backing out in prevent coverage, not trying to give up a touchdown here, trying to keep the ball in front of them. Just a missed target there between Worthy and Patrick.
And if he could have caught it, he could have turned the corner. 2nd down 10 for the Chiefs at the 33 of New Orleans. Perine stays in at running back. Chiefs are 3-by-1, 3 to the left side, far side of the field. Mahomes scrambling to that far side. And the pass is going to be caught on the far side. Yes, it's a completion. A completion at the 26 on a sidearm throw by Mahomes to Juju Smith-Schuster. A gain of 7 yards, but Mahomes with a Saint breathing right down his neck, able to throw it from a different arm position, and Juju pinned against the sideline.
And Alontae Taylor was the one that knocked him out of bounds, was hoping to get the clock continuing to run because he got knocked backwards. But because he got knocked backwards as opposed to running backwards, the clock stops.
34 seconds left in the half. 13-7 Kansas City. Line of scrimmage, the Saint 26. 3rd down and 3. Worthy again in motion to a right slot. Crosser caught. Smith-Schuster, 1st down 20, bangs off a hit, gets to the 18-yard line. 1st down, and the Chiefs will use their final timeout. A gain of 8 yards, and this is Juju Smith-Schuster's drive, including a 30-yard reception.
And excellent job. Nobody runs horizontal routes as well as the Chiefs do in their wide receivers.
13-7 Chiefs, 27 seconds left, second quarter. This timeout brought to you by Van Chevrolet. All roads lead to Van. We're going to stay here, though. So we'll just get the oil change. So it's 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the 18 of the Saints.
Juju Smith-Schuster, 5 catches for 67 yards in this game so far.
3 on this drive, Dana. 3 tight ends for the Chiefs on 1st and 10. Chiefs by 6. Again, can score in back-to-back possessions if they do this right. 2 receivers left, including Kelsey in the left slot. They keep Gray in the block. Mahomes goes left to Kelsey, catches, jukes a move at the 10-yard line and out of bounds to stop the clock at 21 seconds. Tricky Travis Kelsey in the slot with an out route, and Kelsey in the first half, 8 catches, 66 yards, and the Chiefs have the ball at the Saint 10-yard line, 2nd down and 1 at 21 seconds to go.
Such a smart play by Travis Kelsey to dip inside and then get outside. We have no timeouts left, 21 seconds on the clock. He's able to get out of bounds. Now you have 2nd down, clock stopped. You can go for the end zone, possibly 2 consecutive plays here.
No timeouts left for the Chiefs. They have 2nd and 1 at the 9 of the Saints. They empty the backfield, 3-by-2, 3 right, 2 left. Protection key here. A twist by the Saints in the middle. Now Mahomes bailing out left side. He'll throw the football away. Again, being chased on the far side of the field. This pursuit coming from Chase Young again.
Yeah, not sure. It seemed like the pocket was secure. They had 3 defensive linemen on our left side. Patrick had the whole wide side of the field to either stay in the pocket, buy some more time. He actually exited to the left. Smartly threw the ball out of bounds, delivering for 3rd down.
Saints have some studs on the outside. Cam Jordan, perennial Pro Bowler on the opposite side of Young or Granderson. 3rd down 1 for the Chiefs at the 9 of the Saints. Chiefs leading 13-7 near the end of the half. Max protecting the right side. Mahomes throws it late. Everybody covered up. They were max protecting. They had Jawan Taylor, Trey Smith, Creed Humphrey, and Samaje Perine. And Kansas City, with 9 seconds to go in the half, will try a short field goal from Butker, but it could regain a 2-possession lead if he can hit it.
2-possession lead, and you get the ball coming out for the 2nd half. So overall, exactly what you'd like. Yes, a touchdown would be great on one of the last 2 drives, but huge change of events and momentum shift for the Chiefs to be able to go into the locker room.
28-yard attempt from Butker. He's hit from 26 and 34. Again, his 65-yarder is the only miss he's had all season. And the kick is good. The Chiefs able to manufacture 3 points on their last 3 drives. Field goal, field goal, field goal. But this one feels different because it gives them a field goal. They had one from Butker at 1:32 to go, and the Saints could use up only 24 seconds. And the Kansas City, with Juju Smith-Schuster leading the way from Mahomes, goes back up by 9 at 16-7.
Yeah, just excellent job of execution. Again, you'd love to have touchdowns on the board. I'm sure the Saints feel like they're still in this ball game, but they have the task of stopping the Chiefs to open up the 2nd half, hoping that they don't put more on the board and stretch this lead.
9-play, 55-yard drive. A 30-yarder to Juju Smith-Schuster was the big chunk. And the Chiefs able to carve out 3 points in the waning seconds of the second quarter. Chiefs led at 1 point, 10-0. And the Saints got a Derek Carr to Rashid Shaheed pass of 43 yards. Butker's not going to mess around with this kick, but it's going to be breaking by Shaheed, who wants to bring it out. He's at the 25-yard line again, very dangerous. Najee Johnson will force him out of bounds on the far side. Shaheed took that ball 9 yards deep in the end zone, and that will end the half. Kansas City trying to go 5-0 on the year, leads the New Orleans Saints 16-7. Art Haynes is standing by with a Hy-Vee halftime show, including a Royals-Yankees update. That's next on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
the official vehicle of the New Orleans Saints. Visit your local Toyota dealer or Toyota.com to ride off with your crew in a 2025 Tundra today. Toyota, let's go places. See packages and options at Toyota.com for feature availability.
Grab your lucky spot on the couch, because traditions make Sunday easy to enjoy. Bud Light, easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024. Anheuser-Busch. Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Protect your home or business with the Shield from J&J Exterminating. We tackle tough opponents, giving you a solid defense against pests. Win the battle with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
Time now for Keys to the Second Half. Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers.
A couple things Saints offensively have to do a better job on third down. Quit putting yourself in third and long situations. You were able to get a little momentum there, a little rhythm. Had the one touchdown to Rashid, but you missed some throws. Got to continue to protect the quarterback and win on first down, particularly first down runs. Had a sequence there of three possessions. You had 0 gain, 1 yard gain, 1 yard gain. Defensively, cover the tight ends. It's not going to be an easy job. Mahomes has been able to break contain a few times. You've got to do a better job of covering the tight ends and get off the field on third down.
We are underway. Third quarter. Kick will be returned to the far side. Steele will bring it back just shy of the 30-yard line on the far side. That's where Kansas City will have it to start the third quarter. Some numbers from the first half. Total yards, Kansas City 277 to the Saints 112. Kansas City ran 26 plays past midfield. The Saints just 4. KC had 44 plays to New Orleans 22. But it's 16-7. Saints need a big defensive stop here to start the third quarter. Snap, handoff. Kareem Hunt left side, hit first by Demario Davis and then brought down after a short gain.
Filling in for Will Harris as Jonathan Abrams does a nice job of being able to come up and make that tackle. Still too many yards on first down by that Saints defense, and so you'll see the stretch play, but I mean, defensive tackles and linebackers, you've got to do a better job of winning.
Picked up 4, second down and 6. Chiefs moving left to right. Red jerseys, red helmets, white pants. Handoff Hunt. Left side, tripped up as he crosses the 36, maybe the 37. They got to get to the 39 for a first down, so a humongous third down coming. The Chiefs were 3 of 8 on third down. Humongous, probably a bit too much for this early in the third quarter. Significant.
Definitely significant. Saints are in nickel defense, and so we'll see what they decide to do with the linebackers. If they'll walk them up right now, it looks like they're going to walk up in the A-gap.
Out of the shotgun is Mahomes from the left hash mark. They need to get to their own 39. Snap, handoff Hunt, middle of the field, and he will make the first down. Took it to the right, then had a little back hole that he took and picked up all the way to the 43-yard line, picked up 5 and a first.
Yeah, we've seen this a couple times from this Saints, from this Kansas City offense. It's split zone, but they almost call it where it goes back automatically. And so running behind right guard, Trace Smith, he's just able to get a crease there. And we've seen him, I think it was actually a touchdown score on it as well. It was that exact same play.
So first down, as Holmes says to watch out for number 1. Takes the snap, handoff, Steele. Steele, middle of the field, breaks through one tackle of Demario Davis and gets brought down at his own 47-yard lines by Carl Granderson. Let's pause 10 seconds to let stations identify themselves here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Listen to Ground. Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
Picked up 6 yards. Did Steele, so 2nd and 4. Toss, left side, Steele cuts it back inside the numbers. He will be close. Looks like he does have the first down. The rookie is brought down by John Ridgeway, but it at least initially appeared that he did, but they are moving the sticks.
you can run the football like this, it makes it even tougher to stop an offense that has a Patrick Mahomes, and the Saints are light in the box. They always are going to be light in the box, and now you see them switch out and they go to 4-3, a base look. But, I mean, it's now I expect them to pass because they've run the ball so well. And the Saints defensively, you're going to start to have to take some chances.
10-play drive, 7-play, 15-9. They back to throw as Mahomes has pressure, throws it to the far side, complete to his tight end, Noah Gray, fourth-year man out of Duke. Mahomes had pressure but was able to get rid of it, and it's a completion and a first down.
Well, it was the play fake, play action, and Mahomes right away, he felt it off the edge, and the Saints don't do a good job of covering just the over route. And, you know, one of the linebackers, they get sucked in. And I think that was Anthony Orji is the guy that should have been covering that tight end, but it's because they have run the ball so effectively.
11-10, third quarter, 16-7. Chiefs have it on their first drive, moving left to right. Worthy in motion, handoff, but stopped quickly at the line of scrimmage. Gave it to Hunt, but Brian Brzee is the man who brought him down, and Brzee had a birthday on Saturday, turned 23, 3 sacks in his last 3 games, the former top draft pick out of Clemson.
The birthday boy needs a sack, fumble, and come up with another huge play. Saints need the ball.
10:37, 2nd and 10 after that stop by Brzee at the Saint 33. Mahomes takes the snap. Saints bring 4. He's got some pressure, but now he steps up. Now he goes down, but that ball came out, so it's an incomplete. Cam Jordan got him from behind.
I mean, I know the arm is coming forward, but at some point,
number 87 was in the area.
At some point, you've got to call in the grass, or it's just like there's no way that you're going to be able to tackle a quarterback.
Please reset the game clock to 10 minutes and 23 seconds, please. Thank you.
I mean, he's going forward. Obviously, the arm is going forward, but he's going down. But, man, that is...
The arm's forward, but he's in Cam's grasp.
Correct.
3rd down and 10. Mahomes takes the snap. Saints bring 4. Lofts it down the near sideline, looking for Worthy. Incomplete. No flags. Worthy was being covered by Tyrann Mathieu right at the goal line. Official was right there, and no flags.
Well, Paulson Adebo turned around. He was the guy that they were going to make the move on, and he was able to throw his head and hands up. Maybe not a fantastic job of catching. I mean, being able to go for the attempt, but he did a great job. He turned his head, and then he did a great job of squeezing the receiver.
So this will be a 51-yarder by Harrison Butker. Again, he's only missed 1 this season, and that was from 65. This from the right hash. The Saints put some pressure on it, but the kick is no good. No good for Harrison Butker. You can see the crowd behind. So a missed field goal, and the Saints get a break. We're back after this third quarter, 10:14 to play, 16-7 Kansas City on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Conecuh Sausage has been around for over 75 years, making their great-tasting hickory smoked sausage. And now, new proud partner of the New Orleans Saints, Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and a fan favorite for tailgate. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasoning, and smoked over a pure hickory fire. For that true Southern flavor. Enjoy Conecuh hickory smoked sausage in the Superdome or at home while watching the Saints, and make Conecuh a part of your game day tradition. Conecuh Sausage, a real winner since 1947. Visit ConecuhSausage.com for store locator and recipes.
Football is a contact sport, but so is business. That's why you need the team at Marsh McLennan Agency. We've been providing business insurance, employee health and benefits, retirement, and private clients insurance solutions in Southeast Louisiana for 80 years. We combine the personalized service model of a local consultant with the global resources of the world's leading professional services firm. Put the power of our world-class local touch formula to work for you. Visit MarshMMA.com today. Marsh McLennan, proud partner of the New Orleans Saints.
Discover Sazerac House, home to 3 incredible floors dedicated to New Orleans cocktail culture. Take a complimentary tour to uncover the legacy and lure of your favorite drinks. Explore interactive exhibits and a working microdistillery, all while enjoying cocktail samples sure to delight your taste buds. Elevate your visit in a cocktail class led by spirit experts. There's no better time to plan your visit. Book your complimentary tour at SazeracHouse.com today. Sazerac House, where every sip tells a story.
Imagine this.
You're in the C-Class sedan, and the ambient lighting reflects your mood. A Burmester 3D surround sound system plays your favorite song, and AI-assisted MBUX technology responds to your every ask. Now, stop imagining. Make that dream come true with exceptional offers on vehicles like the CLE Coupe, E-Class Sedan, C-Class Sedan, and CLE Cabriolet. Only at the Mercedes-Benz Dream Days. Now, through September 3rd.
Let's get down to Jeff Nowak for this River Parish Disposal Saints Sideline Report.
Yeah, we talked a lot about Chris Jones moving around a lot. The real interesting thing is he's doing a lot of that himself. I talked to Colin Saunders about it this week, his former teammate. Spags makes the call on the sideline. He goes on the field. He identifies the matchup he wants, and then he goes after it. Makes it really difficult to have a plan for him because he doesn't even know what his plan is until he gets out there.
Saints best field position by 11 yards. Handoff, Kamara outside. In front of the Saints bench, the Saints start at the 41. Their best field position had been the 30, so their best field position by 11. Kamara picked up 3 as Butker hit the right upright. Looked like he was going to be good, but hit the right upright. Saints go hurry up on the ball. 2nd down and 7. Handoff, Kamara. Stutter steps. Oh, just goes down.
Run. Nobody touched you. You gave yourself up. Now they're going to say somebody touched him back there. I didn't think anybody touched him.
He got through the hole, but...
Yeah, I don't think anybody touched him. The refs did not blow the whistle. They were waiting on him to go, but I don't think anybody touched him, and they called him down.
Man, that's painful because it's now it's 3rd and 6. It even felt like...
The Chiefs didn't think that they touched him.
Right. So 3rd and 6 for the Saints at their own 45. Trying to get something going after the missed field goal. Empty backfield. Carr double pumps, now throws across the middle. That's caught. Foster Morrow, 1st down inside Kansas City territory to the 48-yard line right on the arrowhead.
Have you ever just hung on by a thread? That's what it seemed like.
Most of my life.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it seemed like. You're just hanging on by a thread right here, just hoping that something good happens for you.
I kind of like the little hurry up, change the momentum, toss right. Kamara trying to turn the corner, breaks 1 tackle, still on his feet, gets just slammed by Bolton at the end. But I don't know, but it's not that they've played so poorly, but sometimes I like the hurry up just to kind of switch things up a little bit.
I know Jeff gave us a report there about Chris Jones. For like 2 plays, the Saints didn't block him. Saints didn't block him at all. I mean, he didn't make the play, but he's coming out of the game. This would be a shot, a check for me. I'm taking a shot because he's not on the field.
Ball at the 45 of Kansas City. Carr back to throw. Throwing deep down the far sideline, and that is going to be incomplete. He had Shaheed. Shaheed was running. I won't say that he's kind of stopped, but he did kind of slow up a little bit and then restarted himself and didn't get to the ball.
It's the shot play. It's a double move for Rashid. Just looking at that Rouse's Market Gumbotron, and he tries to go up and high point this football, but Mike, if he keeps running, he's going to catch this football. If he keeps running, he goes up and tries to one-handed to try to throw the defender off balance a little bit, but if he keeps running, he's probably going to just run straight through this football.
8:06 to play. 3rd quarter, 3rd and 7, 16-7. Kansas City on top. Carr takes the snap, has pressure, throws, complete. Mason tipped him, but there is a flag down on the near side.
Well, the Saints, was it illegal? Yeah, I think the Saints going to get bad motion here.
Motion. We had that last week where he just didn't set himself.
Well, no, it's the guy that's coming across. He's going forward. You can't go forward.
Illegal shift. Offense.
Salave.
Number 12 was never set. It's a 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
It's sloppy. Last week it was Rashid going forward. He doesn't have to get set, but he's got to keep his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage.
Right.
He's a motion guy. He's turning up, and that's why the ref is saying, if you turn up, you've got to get set for at least a second, and you don't. And that's just sloppy.
So a 1st down by Mason Tipton becomes 3rd and 12. The ball right at midfield. 3 receivers lined up to the near side. Bottom of the formation. Snap to Carr. Here comes pressure. Got to step up. He's in trouble. Goes down. Sack. Tershawn Wharton. So just the sloppiness, lose 8. You had the first down. You did what you had to do. The penalty brought it back.
Well, you're hanging on by a thread. I mean, and those guys up front, they're battling. They're trying to give you a chance. And at some point, you know, if you're going to continue to put them in one-on-one situations, it's going to open up, and that's exactly what it did for that Chiefs defense.
4th and 20 for Hayball, who is standing inside of his 30. Will Aussie kick to the left and inside the 10. Catches it at the 10. Now thinking about a little handoff reverse, but he did not do it. And so he thought about it, did McCole Hardman, but instead Chiefs have the football. 6:48 to play. 48-yard punt, 6-yard return back after this. 16-7 Kansas City on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
If you're home and need routine medical care, use the United Health Passport benefit from People's Health. You'll pay your usual copay for in-network care. No referrals necessary. And remember, you're always covered for emergency and urgent care worldwide. To learn more, call 1-855-633-4207. Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal. For fans of saving money, for fans of big rewards, for fans of getting more for your money, there's Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints. Saints fans, open your free high-earning checking and see what it's like to get better rates, better returns, and better service. Join a winning team. Keesler Federal, the official credit union of the New Orleans Saints. Membership and credit eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Little Caesars has free delivery this week, and there's no catch.
No catch? But I'm a wide receiver. Does that mean I can't catch footballs anymore? Oh, no. I'm going to have to move back in with my parents.
No, it's free delivery. There's no catch, meaning it's actually free.
Oh, good. My parents will make me mow the lawn.
Get Little Caesars official pizza of the New Orleans Saints, delivered on game day with free delivery for a limited time.
Pizza.
Offer valid 9/2 through 9/15 at participating Little Caesars stores on app and online orders, excluding third-party online sites. Taxes still apply. Cannot be combined with other offers. Limit 1 per person per day. Delivery is available at participating locations.
Looking for a new job or career in the transportation business? Do you or your spouse have truck driving experience? John Fayard Moving and Warehousing, the official moving partner of the New Orleans Saints, is looking for experienced team and solo Class A CDL drivers to join their family-oriented team. Benefits with John Fayard include competitive pay structure, major medical, dental, and vision insurance, recruitment and retention bonus, paid vacation, paid holidays, and more. Don't settle for the rest. Drive for the best. Visit johnfayardwarehouse.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Verizon, the network America relies on.
Chiefs have it at their own 16. The Saints drive 6 plays, 1 yard. The Saints have only had 2 first down plays that have gone more than 3 yards. 6:48 to play, third quarter. 16-7 Kansas City. Quick screen to the near side, caught. Brought down pretty quickly, got through 1 tackle, but Jonathan Abrams was there. That's McCole Hardman who brought him down up across the 20, called for 21, picked up 5.
And it's really a tag there. They see that they have the Saints out leverage, and it's just a quick screen, and you see Paulson Adebo ripping, try to strip that ball out. Doesn't get it, and pick up, good yardage on first down.
2nd down and 5. Handoff. Hunt breaks tackles, fights his way for the first down. Started outside the right hash mark, but brought it right on the hash mark. He took it up to the 27-yard line and a first down before Isaiah Foskey would bring him down as he picked up 7.
Yeah, a little counterplay. You get your defensive end the wrong arm, and that's exactly what Cam does, and the linebacker has to make that play. And the Saints have been in position a couple times to make plays and just not able to make that play. And I think it's going to be 58 for the Saints. Anthony Orji.
Quick pass to the near side, complete to Worthy, knocked out of bounds quickly by Paulson Adebo at the 33-yard line. So short gain, but
can we say wash, rinse, and repeat? I mean, in this time he doesn't have 2 blockers, but it's almost like the smoke screen. Pick up 5 yards, and it's easy, and it makes it, hey, I can do whatever I want to do on 2nd down.
2nd and 5. Handoff. Hunt left side. Hit hard, but it looks like he will
One official
saying no.
Yeah, one official has him short. The other one has him with the first down. And so this time, instead of a counter, and now the Saints have looks like, is that Patrick going into the locker room? It is Lucas Patrick going into the locker room.
Boy, it's been tough.
After replay assist, the runner was short of the line to gain. The third down.
Well, we didn't have replay assist, and we told you that. Right. And you can hear one of the coaches hollering, no, he was short.
I will say Patrick was
jogging
to the locker room. So third down and 1. 4:41, clock moving. 16-7, Chiefs on top. Saints trying to get off the field. A little inside handoff to Steele. Steele's hit, but he makes the first down because he only had to get a yard. Let's go down to Jeff Nowak for this River Paris disposal Saints sideline report.
Yeah, guys, it looked like Lucas was having something worked on upper body-wise. They looked at it for a few seconds and then brought him back to the locker room. If he can't go, I believe it would be Connor McGovern. He signed off the Jets practice squad this week. He got in 2 practices. If Lucas can't get back, I think he would be your starting center.
Yeah, what's interesting, you can look on the sideline and see he's getting any snaps with the quarterback. We see him over there warming up for sure.
1st and 10. Chiefs moving again. Back to throws home. Mahomes now he's looking deep down the sideline looking for Worthy. Worthy is knocked down. Now they're both just running. How in the world is that
well, there's 3 flags.
Interference on Paulson and Debo, who's running right with Worthy. They both went down.
Paulson didn't even have to fall.
Pass interference.
He just failed.
Defense, number 29. Ball's placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
Unless Paulson pulled him down, I mean, he literally just falls. He's not close to the ball.
Foul for a defensive hold on number 23. That penalty has declined. First down.
This is just a shot play. They felt like that earlier. Remember, Paulson was playing off. You knew that they were going to test him as far as the speed. Unless he pulls him down, and he does. I mean, you get the hand fighting. You knock him down. I mean, but that's one where you don't even have to do it. The ball's not even close.
And instead, it is a 46-yard gain after the penalty down to the 15-yard line. 3:47 for the Chiefs, moving left to right here in the third quarter, leading 16-7. Little toss pass to Worthy going to the opposite side. Saints read it really well and pushed out of bounds hard by Marshawn Lattimore. No penalty, as there shouldn't be. The Saints did a good job reading that one.
Yeah, your safety, your secondary guys, they have to be able to get involved. And, I mean, he pushed him. He had to steal 1 foot inbounds. I know the fans don't like it, but he was kind of giving up. And, man, you just got a 40-yarder on me that the defense felt was kind of cheap. And so, man, defense, you put yourself in some negative situations. You're right back here again.
2nd and 8, just a 2-yard gain out of the shotgun is Mahomes. Takes the snap, quick screen left side. Blockers in front of Hardman, but the Saints stop it, but he fights his way enough for what I believe is going to be a first down at the 5, and 1st and goal coming up for Kansas City. Demario Davis gets the tackle.
Yeah, we've seen this play a couple times. One, the smoke screen. This time he has blockers out front, in front of him, and you're exactly right. I mean, he just fights for yardage, and the Saints, I don't want to call it sloppy on the edge, but they can't get off blocks from those tight ends and the receivers, and so it may not be air yardage, so to speak, but it's getting the playmakers the football.
Yeah, they picked up 8. 1st and goal for the Chiefs at their 5-yard line of the Saints. Snap to Mahomes, little inside pass to Kelsey. Saints are there. Little shovel pass. Kelsey went to the left, and then as he came back to the middle, got tossed to by Mahomes, but not much doing, maybe 2.5 yards.
Yeah, a little shuffle pass, and the guy that stopped it was Colin Saunders, and trust me, he's seen that enough. And
right, former Kansas City Chief.
Yeah, he had a little emotion for it as well.
So it'll be 2nd down and goal.
How is that not 12? There's a timeout.
Reed's calling timeout.
How is that not 12?
Now there's all.
No, it's a timeout by them, and Saints had an opportunity to sub, but how is that not 12 in the huddle? I understand you have to break the huddle. How is that not 12?
30-second timeout.
Dennis is walking down, trying to get a little explanation on the far side. Andy Reid called the timeout. 1:54 here in this third quarter. And this is going to be another lengthy drive by Kansas City. Ninth play of this drive. Wholesale substitutions coming in for Kansas City. Pirine and Hunt flank Holmes, who's out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Fakes it. That ball is picked off. Picked off by the Saints on the near side.
Guess who it is?
Colin Saunders. Just hold on to it, big guy, but keep going all the way down across the 35. The ball was tipped near the line of scrimmage, and Colin Saunders makes the interception. And wow, what a turn of events. 1:43 to play. Take a break. 16-7 Kansas City here on the New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Football and Miller Lite, New Orleans' greatest pairing. Can cracks at kickoff. Tailgates going way past postgame. Sunday night overtimes followed by Monday morning swagger. Knocking on bar tops for luck. Kicking back on any given Sunday. You never forget the way some things taste. Saints football tastes like Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Lambert, Zaney, Smith & Soso firm in New Orleans want to thank all the offshore workers, seamen, longshoremen, and crew members of the oil and gas and shipping industries that keep Louisiana and the United States moving forward. My name is Hugh Lambert, and for over 40 years, I've helped maritime workers understand the law so that they can make informed decisions, and I fight for their rights when seriously injured. If you work on or near the water and want to speak to an experienced maritime lawyer, look us up at lambertzaney.com. Consultations are free and confidential. Stay safe out there.
LA 18-0969.
Saints fans, Cam Jordan here. Get ready for game day at the Saints VIP tailgate, brought to you by BullseyeEventGroup.com. The VIP tailgate is 3 hours prior to kickoff before every Saints home game next to the Superdome at Benson Tower. Bullseye Events Group's Saints VIP tailgate is open to all ages, features a premium buffet by Food Network chef Aaron May, and a premium open bar for 3 hours. Start Saints game day the right way. Get your Saints VIP tailgate tickets today at BullseyeEventGroup.com.
This is old number 8, Archie Manning. Join me at Manning's Sports Bar and Grill with award-winning burgers, 24 beers on tap, craft cocktails, 13-foot mega screens, plus recliners. Manning's Sports Bar and Grill is where you'll catch me watching the games. Ready to be a legend of your own game? Head on over to Caesars for 24/7 action-packed gaming, where the tables are hot, the dice are fast, and the slots are generous. Remember, you can't win if you don't play.
Must be 21 or older to enter casino and gamble. Know when to stop before you start. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Let's get down to Jeff Millwright for this River Parish Disposal St. Sideline report.
Yeah, Colin Saunders came to the sideline like a conquering hero, holding that ball on for dear life. He's not giving that one back. When I asked him earlier this week, he was excited for this game. He said, yeah, of course I am, but I want stats. He got a stat.
That's his first career interception. Taylor Swift, I'm told, is in the building, and if I'm not mistaken, his brother is a backup dancer for Taylor. Lots of significance to that Colin Saunders. Most importantly, it was a red zone interception. The Saints' second takeaway in the red zone this year. The second red zone interception for Mahomes. Saints have the football. Third quarter. 16-7. They trail. Minute 43. Snap to Carr. Rolling to his right. Now throws to Shaheed, who makes the catch. Steps out of bounds. And trying to locate, I believe that is McGovern is the center, correct?
Yeah, number 61.
Yep.
Connor McGovern is the center. We talked about earlier Lucas Patrick going into the locker rooms, and man, it's
well, they don't have any tape on him, or at least much, although he has played for a while. So 7 yards on that Shaheed play. Good job by Carr to avoid the rush and buy some time. Under center. Play action. Carr, middle of the pocket. Looking, has time, fires it across. Complete to the far side. Steps out of bounds at about the 35-yard line, but there is a flag down.
They held Chris Olave the whole way. I mean, and that's why Derek had to hold the ball. He wanted to be able to throw it to Olave, but I mean, it was literally, they held him the whole way down the field.
Holding. Defense, number 22. That penalty is declined. Results of the play, first down.
That's exactly where Derek wanted to go to the ball with the ball to Chris Olave, and he's trying to get outside, and he's just being held, and he goes to the third option, which is Rashid running the over route.
Shaheed, 4 catches, 81 yards. Ball sitting at the Kansas City 42, first down. 50 seconds, clock moving, third quarter, flags.
Is it delay a game? Because I don't see a flag, but I just heard the whistles.
Yeah, they stopped the play, but you're right, I don't see it. I think they're going to look at it.
After replay assist, the runner went out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
As opposed to the 42. That's a big 5 yards, man.
Look, man, we'll take it. You got some points out there you want to give us?
Yeah.
You got some points? I mean, we'll take some points, too, if the replay assist wants to.
Replay assist says it's now 16-15.
Yeah, 104 on the game clock, please. 104, and it will start on my ready.
Replay assist say you missed 5 yards, and we're going to move you up.
Quick to the line.
Last play was pressure as well.
Carr out of the shotgun. Chiefs bring 4. Carr throws to the far side, complete. Alvin Kamara makes the catch, doesn't step out of bounds, keeps the clock moving under a minute, just shy of the first down, all the way down to the 27-yard line. Mike Dana was there.
They went to a pony package, and you've got Jamal in the backfield, and Alvin's as a receiver. But, man, I'm going to tell you, this is probably since the first drive that 3 consecutive or 4 consecutive plays that have looked decent, good.
That picked up 9, 26 seconds. Carr throws incomplete. That play was not looking good. Alvin was not looking for it. Incomplete. He had Alvin in the flat, but he had to get rid of it.
That's all I can tell you on that one. That was pressure immediately in the A-gap. Immediate pressure.
Jones.
More than likely.
So that makes it 3rd and 1.
Saints are missing somebody personnel-wise. I'm going to have to burn a timeout.
Yep, Carr is walking over. I hate to see it just because you don't know if you're going to need it. Almost thought that it's easy to second guess that Alvin would have just stepped out of bounds and, you know.
He was trying to get yardage.
Get yardage.
Yeah, he was trying to get yardage.
I rarely question Alvin Kamara on anything. He's doing everything he can to fight to get that first down, but now you're faced with 3rd and 1.
Yeah, they had 21 personnel in the game, and now they go with, they had pony personnel with 2 tailbacks, and now they go regular base personnel, 21.
Saints are 6 out of 7 on 3rd and 1 this season. This is a big one. High formation. Carr would like probably a reset. High formation. Prentice is ahead of Kamara. Snap. Kamara gets it. Slides. Finds the hole. Still on his feet. Inside the 25. First down. All the way to the 24.
Are the Saints illegal, or were they in the neutral zone? Neutral zone by Kansas City, so it'll be automatic first down as well. The yardage gets them the first down as well.
He picked up 4. The penalty would have been 5, so
take the penalty.
Offside, defense number 95. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. The yardage is enough for a first down.
Let's go down to Jeff Nowak for River Paris Disposal, Saints Sideline Report.
Yeah, guys, Lucas Patrick just came jogging back out of the locker room. He's on the sideline now. Doesn't look like he's going to go in right now. We'll have to watch him as the game goes on. He's kind of warming up, testing it out.
I know one thing. That man can't put any more tape on his feet.
Tape, shoulder, whatever.
1st and 10 for the Saints. 8 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. Carr, here comes pressure. Needs to get rid of it. Does. Incomplete. He threw it at the feet of Alvin Kamara. Bounced up, but Kamara was right there. Chris Jones was applying the pressure.
He can't block. We got 2 guys, and he's still being able to split you. He is that good. I'm glad that ball didn't bounce up to a player, but he threw it. He got rid of it in a hurry. But we cannot block Chris Jones, and it's just like in his mind, he said, okay, I've played with you guys enough. Let me take over for 4 or 5 plays.
2 seconds left in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. The Saints right now are at the Kansas City 23. Snap to Carr. Look. Now dumps it off to Kamara. Middle of the field. 20, 15. Stutter steps inside the 10. First down for Alvin Kamara. And that is going to be how we start the fourth quarter with the Saints driving inside the 10.
Who were 2 yards away from being down 23-7, now have a chance inside the 10 as we begin playing the fourth quarter when we come back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
No one knows football like Howard Stern.
Every time I get excited about a team, they lose.
Hard-hitting analysis.
It's not like me to try anything athletic.
And detailed play-by-play of who scored last night.
Hi, this is Travis Kelce's agent. He's going to be bigger than The Rock. I'm not kidding.
Catch the Howard Stern Show.
Today is Fan Appreciation Day.
Live at 7 a.m. Eastern on Howard 100 and the Sirius XM app.
To truly go inside the game of pro football, you need to see things from the player's perspective.
Let's go.
Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, catch the Player's Point.
Let's go. Let's bring the energy.
Join NFL tight end Colin Thompson and Miami Dolphins fullback Alec Ingold as they break down the biggest stories in the NFL.
It's an encouraging way to look at football.
The Player's Point. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern on NFL Radio, Channel 88 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Get in the flow with the channel of unforgettable R&B from back when Beyonce went solo. Dropped Control. I just keep him satisfied through the weekend. Channel 48 and on the Sirius XM app.
Headed to the fourth quarter. Kansas City 16, the Saints 7. The Chiefs just threw an interception. Had a chance to go up 23-7. Now the Saints will start the fourth quarter with the ball first and goal at the 9-yard line. That means Danon Hughes, Josh Klingler, everyone in the Chiefs kingdom. This defense has to do it again. It's time to put the hammer down. I don't know if Tickets for Less has a hammer or not, but they got the lowest prices and no service fees on Chiefs tickets and so much more. Save big on your next ticket order. Code Chiefs Radio tonight. Every seat holds a story. Find yours at ticketsforless.com.
Mitch, the New Orleans Saints have 169 total yards. 141 of them go to Rashid Shaheed as well as Alvin Kamara. So 2 guys making the bulk of the production offensively for the Saints.
The Chiefs the Saints second in the NFL in red zone drives, 12 touchdowns in 16 attempts. They give it off to Kamara at the near side numbers. On a power play, he gains 2 from the 9 to the 7, hit in the stomach by Justin Reed. 16-7, Kansas City, just underway fourth quarter.
You've got to be aware of one of those tight ends leaking out in this circumstance because you run Alvin Kamara so much. Try to catch the defense off guard with some play action.
Carr is under center. Kamara's the running back behind him. Ball in the near hash. Motion behind Carr. They fake. Now they throw it to the near side. The tight end, you were saying it, Foster Moreau, touchdown. Leo Chenal gets burned. Touchdown! The former Raider quarterback to the former Raider tight end. A 6-yard touchdown pass. And in essence, a 14-point swing in this game if the PAT is good. 14-16 to go in the game.
Tough break, play action in the backfield. Isolate Leo Chenal, the linebacker, against the tight end. Gets caught peeking just a bit in the backfield. Just a little wheel route on the sideline.
Now Blake Grupe will try the PAT and try to get the Saints within 2 points. And the PAT is up, and it is no good. He misses it wide to the far side. Blake Groupie, again, the Sedalia, Missouri native with the Smith Cotton High School, just pulls a PAT, and the Chiefs lead by 3 at 16-13. 14-16 to go in the game on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Teams of experts, lifetimes of experience, groundbreaking clinical trials. That's how you change the game. That's the Brain Tumor Center at Siteman. Committed to research, invested in technology, powered by Washington University physicians and BJC Healthcare. Making a world of difference right here in St. Louis, across the region, and around the world. The Brain Tumor Center at Siteman.
Score big savings with Hy-Vee and the Kansas City Chiefs. Big points mean even bigger savings. Just shop Hy-Vee the day after a game and earn a fuel saver discount equal to the Chiefs score and based on the amount you spend. If the Chiefs score 42 points, you save 42 cents a gallon with any $42 purchase. The more we score, the more you save. Win or lose, everyone scores the day after a Chiefs game. Only at Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply. See store for details. If you're hearing this, you're in Chiefs Kingdom, the land of champions. And what do champions do? They win. Play the world champions Kansas City Chiefs instant ticket from the Kansas Lottery for a chance to win up to $75,000. Or enter your tickets into the Play On app for a chance to win one-of-a-kind Chiefs experiences. Because the only thing better than winning is winning again. See kslottery.com for details. For over 86 years, GEHA has offered medical and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. GEHA, your friend in federal since 1937, and the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs had second down and goal to go at the 2 of the Saints, leading 16-7. They tried a real quick slant to Juju Smith-Schuster. He was bumped and the ball flew up in the air. Colin Saunders, of all people, the ex-Chief, of course, the St. Louisan with the interception, ran it out to the 35, and then the Saints had an 8-play, 65-yard touchdown drive. Not a 14-point swing, but a 13-point swing because the PAT by Blake Groupie was missed, pulled it. But it is a 13-point swing instead of 23-7 Chiefs. It's 16-13 Chiefs. Now Groupie will kick it to Steele at the 6-yard line. Steele comes up the near side and gets and fights his way across the 30 and up to the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. Again, they like to kick it inside the landing zone with a new kickoff rule. They don't use the touchback much, but it did allow the sideline and a decent return to the 32 by Carson Steele. He didn't go across the field. Tackled there by Jordan Howden for the Saints.
Good, smart return there. Just stay on the near sideline and get as much yardage as you can, a couple of yards beyond what it would have been in a touchback.
Chiefs line up with extra tight ends. Now they bring Kelsey in motion to the near side. They give it off to Kareem Hunt. Now tries to turn it back left after going right. And he will gain 4 yards from the 32 to the 36. Colin Saunders, again, sniffing around. 4 years as a Kansas City Chief, popular kid. Good dude. Second down 6 for the Chiefs, leading 16-13 at 13:50 to go in the game. Chiefs trying to regain the momentum in this game.
Yeah.
126 yards in the second half and no points. Hunt stays in at running back. Smith-Schuster goes in motion behind Mahomes, who's under center. Fakes a handoff to Hunt. Mahomes goes middle. Caught. Smith-Schuster 50. Near side 40 to the 30. Smith-Schuster 25-20. Stiff arms the run defensive back. But Juju Smith-Schuster wide open in the north 40. Goes for 50 yards in the pasture. And the Chiefs right back in the Saints' face.
Such a staple of the West Coast offense. Post and in. We call this a dagger route from the outside receiver. Defensive back, the Honey Badger, actually slips in trying to cover Juju Smith-Schuster. Excellent job by Patrick. Easy throw and catch and a big play.
But the Saints, #1 in red zone defense, have been stingy. Only one touchdown for the Chiefs tonight. 1st and 10, Kansas City at the 14. Kareem Hunt on 1st down, hit in the backfield, but on contact pushes forward and gets to the 12. He'll gain 2 yards, but he could have lost 2. 12:47 to go in the game. Chiefs 16, Saints 13.
You can tell how comfortable Kareem Hunt is getting and has been. The cutback ability and the ability of great running backs always falling forward upon contact just to get that extra half yard. So essential.
Fort Hays State's Nathan Shepard made the tackle. Mahomes 26 of 37, 303. The first time this year he's been over 300 yards. Pistol set on 2nd down and 8 at the Saint 12. They give it off. Tackle left side. Kareem Hunt bounces off one hit and then dives forward to the 7, and a late flag is thrown at the end of the play. Holding on the Saints. This has been a point of emphasis. They're looking for defensive lineman holding. We're seeing this called more than we have seen in a long time.
Holding. Defense, number 96. Half the distance from the end of the run, automatic. 1st down.
Carl Granderson. I saw it called yesterday twice in the league where a defensive lineman will grab and hold a lineman. But now the Chiefs have 1st down and goal to go. The football between the 3 and the 4, leading 16-13 at 12:09 to go in the game. Carson Steele is the running back. Chiefs in a power pistol look here. They will shift to Kelsey. Kelsey's in a wildcat position. They're going to give it off to Worthy on the right side. Worthy sneaks into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City, on an RPO handoff from Travis Kelsey, and lowering that shoulder and ducking under the defender, and the Chiefs go up 22-13.
Love the creativity and the great blocking, an outstanding block in the backfield by Carson Steele. Open up the door for Xavier Worthy to scamper in for that touchdown.
Worthy gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of his rookie season. Remember, he had the end around against Baltimore to open the year. And now an all-important PAT to try to put the Chiefs up 10. Araiza with the hold. The kick is good, but now tempers flare. As the Chiefs get the PAT and the touchdown, Xavier Worthy on a direct snap, Wildcat style, to Kelsey. It was an RPO. He can either run it, hand it off, or pass it. But he gives it off to Worthy. Steele with a great block. And then getting low with that left shoulder, Xavier Worthy. Chiefs are up by 10 points, matching their biggest lead of the game. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Here's what's happening on Sirius XM Sports.
Week 5 of the NFL season is concluding right now with a marquee matchup in Kansas City as the Chiefs look to remain unbeaten as they host the New Orleans Saints. Sirius XM NFL Radio has all the exciting play-by-play action of Chiefs and Saints right now on Channel 88 and on the Sirius XM app.
Sirius XM Sports, wherever you are. Your team plays here. If you want to win your fantasy football league, you need to listen to Fantasy Sports Radio. What a play! From start-sit decisions to waiver wire advice to injury updates, Sirius XM Channel 87 helps you win your fantasy football league. With expert advice from Jeff Mans.
Making the most moves doesn't result in the most wins.
Howard Bender.
Just because you're allowed to make a waiver move doesn't mean you have to make a waiver move.
Jeff Ratcliffe.
Don't overvalue wide receiver, cornerback.
Bob Harris.
If you're in a league that doesn't have IR, go out and start looking to waiver wires for players who are about to be activated.
Adam Ronis.
Personally, I don't like trading for injured players because there's a risk of a setback.
And so much more.
You've done wonders for me through the years.
Winning strategies from the best analysts in the business are on Fantasy Sports Radio, Sirius XM 87, and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Carson Steele is the running back. Chiefs in a power pistol look here. They will shift to Kelsey. Kelsey's in a wildcat position. And to give it off to Worthy on the right side. Worthy sneaks into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas Kansas City on an RPO handoff from Travis Kelce, and lowering that shoulder and ducking under the defender, and the Chiefs go up 22-13. Answer the touchdown of the Saints, the missed PAT by New Orleans with a 5-play, 68-yard drive. A 50-yard pass to Juju Smith-Schuster, the bulk of the drive, but you just heard Worthy on a handoff on a Wildcat snap RPO attempt, and now the kickoff is mishandled in the end zone by Rashid Shaheed. And that will prevent any return by the speedy Saint. And some words between Shaheed and the Chiefs kickoff coverage guys. The Chiefs had a 10-0 lead early in the second quarter, and they now have tied that advantage, leading 23-13. Still 11:56 to go in the game. Saints will start their 9th drive of the game at their own 30.
This is when the Chiefs have to get stout on defense. Can't give any more life to the Saints here in the fourth quarter.
Tight end right, Kamara's in the backfield. Carr throwing left. It is caught, and a good open field tackle made. Chris Olave with the catch, and Jalen Watson holds into a 5-yard pickup. Jalen Watson, along with McDuffie, excellent open field tacklers out of the corner position.
Chiefs getting aggressive here. First down. They try to come with some pressure in the face of Derek Carr. They still got to pay attention to their keys. Be disciplined. Don't give up a big chunk play.
This crowd is smelling blood in the water. 23-13 Chiefs. 11:20 to go in the game. Carr has heard it all before. The ex-Raider quarterback. Pocket is pushed. He dumps it and finds an outlet receiver and a first down. He gets it to Juwan Johnson, who is across the middle. Tranquil makes the tackle, but a gain of 6 and a New Orleans first down. At the 42-yard line, New Orleans' own 42.
It's so tough when you allow Derek Carr or any quarterback to have that much time against pressure.
Chiefs have a Tershawn Wharton sack. Several Chris Jones pressures. And I think Chris lined up in the neutral zone again. I think this is going to be on Chris Jones. And then now 2 more flags have been thrown. This could be real trouble. I think Chris Jones. Let's go to Josh Klingler.
Yeah, Turk Wharton took a punch, it looked like, to Lucas Patrick's face. Patrick back in the game at center. Connor McGovern still along the offensive line as well, who came in for Patrick earlier, but he took an extra swipe after the whistle.
There are 2 fouls on the play. False start. Offense number 70 by rule. That penalty is disregarded. During the dead ball, personal foul number 98. Unnecessary roughness. Defense. That's a 15-yard penalty. First down.
Tough break. And Turk Wharton, usually mild-mannered, but this puts the football for the Saints to the Kansas City 43. 23-13 Chiefs at 10:44 to go in the fourth quarter.
You got to keep your composure. You're always going to catch the second guy.
Please reset the game clock to 10 minutes and 48
circumstance, just a jab to the face mask out of frustration. Tershawn Wharton's got to be smarter than that.
You played this game. It's so intense. You had dudes cheap shotting you, but you just can't jump into it and make that mistake of 15 yards.
I've been on both sides of that flag, Mitch, and you just got to be smarter.
Saints up over the football at the Kansas City 43. Carr's under center. They bring motion. They're going to go off tackle. Kamara hit by Bolton in the backfield before he could even breathe. What a play by Bolton. And along with Shamari Connor, much like the Atlanta game, Bolton was just firing through there before Kamara could even get any kind of momentum moving forward. Loss of 2.
Great linebacker play. When you see a guy that's willing to play downhill like we've seen from Nick Bolton throughout his career, so special.
10:21 to go in the game. Kansas City 23. New Orleans 13. They empty the backfield. Kamara in the slot. Left side. Chiefs with a 4-man defensive front. Back into coverage. Carr pushed in the pocket. Left side throw. Kamara and Reed right there to push him out of bounds. Short gain. Up to the 41 of Kansas City. A 4-yard pickup on 2nd and 12.
Anytime, anybody that's watched football, especially defensive football, anytime you can get a rush in the face of a quarterback with 4 men, you're going to bode well on defense. Third down here, you create 3rd and long. Not sure if this is 4-down territory unless they get maybe 6+ yards here.
Now they're going to go spread set here. They'll go spread, 3-by-2. Chiefs trying to get their defense set on 3rd down and 8 for the Saints at the Kansas City 42. Fade route near side, and it's going to be incomplete, thrown well behind the intended receiver, Rashid Shaheed. Carr way behind there, but Jalen Watson was with him, belt buckle to belt buckle. It's 4th down and 8 for the Saints. Looks like they're going to go for it at the Kansas City 42-yard line.
Yeah, what you have here, Derek Carr trying to throw off his back foot. Why? Because he's fearful of the pass rush of the Chiefs. Nobody was even close to him, but that's what you talk about when you have a quarterback with a little bit of happy feet.
4th down. Long 8, short 9. Football just past the 42 of Kansas City. This crowd going crazy. And now timeout called by the Saints.
Wow.
They were close to a delay of game.
They did not break the huddle until 7 seconds left on the play clock there.
Timeout. New Orleans.
Let's go back to the noise, though.
Their second.
The quarterback, of course,
30-second timeout.
can be radioed, but if he can't hear the call from the sideline, it just creates all kinds of problems. That's 2 timeouts in this half called by the Saints. That could loom big. Chiefs lead 23-13, 9:38 to go in the game. Kansas will be back on October the 19th at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. They will host the Cougars of Houston, who had a surprising victory over TCU this weekend. And the Big 12 looks crazy. For tickets or more information, visit KUathletics.com. 4th down, 8.5 to go for the Saints for a 1st down at the Kansas City 42. Listen to this crowd on Monday Night Football.
It's a crossing route here.
Chiefs showing blitz. They're selling out, coming after Carr. He throws it up for grabs. Left side, the pass will be incomplete at the 10-yard line. Mason Tipton trying to get it over his shoulder. Chamari Connor was with him in coverage. Pressure, coverage, holding on downs. The Chiefs lead by 10 and have it back at their own 42.
Talk about bringing the kitchen sink. Defensively, everyone exposed, 0 coverage, 9 guys in on the rush to get home and affect that throw from Derek Carr. Actually, not a bad throw. Should have been caught downfield, but fortunately for us, turnover on downs.
And field position to boot, as the Chiefs will take over at their own 42, leading 23-13. 9:32 to go in the game. On a gorgeous night in early October, the Chiefs trying to go to 5-0 and keep an unblemished record, the only team in the AFC Radio Network.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
Attention, Chiefs Kingdom. When it's time to catch the action live, make Tickets for Less your go-to for Chiefs tickets. Skip the added fees at checkout and score the best seats in the house. Save even more when you use the promo code ChiefsRadio at ticketsforless.com. Take your game day experience up a notch with the all-inclusive VIP tailgate, complete with great food, drinks, and the unbeatable pregame atmosphere. Every seat holds a story, and yours is just a click away. Visit ticketsforless.com today and use promo code ChiefsRadio to save.
What does it mean to be the official information technology provider for the Chiefs? It means everything. Technology Group Solutions makes sure everything runs flawlessly for the millions of fans that attend games and the hundreds of millions of fans that comprise Chiefs Kingdom around the world. Technology Group Solutions can deploy that same dedication, problem solving, and incredible service to ensure your business runs smoothly. Technology Group Solutions, powering Chiefs Kingdom, and ready to do the same for you.
Art Haynes at the GEHA Sports Desk. Well, the Royals are bringing it home to Kauffman Stadium with a 1-1 tie in their series with the Yankees. Royals win tonight in New York 4-2 as they score all 4 runs in the 4th inning. Salvador Perez with a home run started the scoring. In the 9th, Lucas Ursig gave up a leadoff homer to Jazz Chisholm, but he got the last 3 outs on ground balls Royals will be home Wednesday night at 6:08 for Game 3 of the best-of-5 against the Yankees. Back to Mitch at the stadium.
And all of this energy is just going to be shifted to the north of here on Wednesday night. Kareem Hunt on first down and 10 from his own 42. Chiefs lead 23-13 at 9:25 to go in the game. Will gain just 1 yard. Orji Anthony, the first-year player at Vanderbilt, the linebacker playing for the injured Willie Gay Jr., would not be blocked on the play.
Chiefs going to take as much time here. Soak up the play clock, keep the clock running, up by 2 scores.
Tight slot on the right side to the right of Mahomes. Ball will be snapped on the far hash. Hunt still the running back. 2-by-2 with eligible receivers. Mahomes, play action fake, steps up in the pocket, sings it near side, diving catch made. And now wrestling for the football, Juju Smith-Schuster in a fight with Jonathan Abram, but he hangs onto the football, twisting his body back for a gain of 13 yards. Juju Smith-Schuster turned back the calendar to 2022 or 2018 when you were one of the top receivers. 100 for the Steelers, 130 yards for Juju Smith-Schuster.
What a catch. High degree of difficulty here, reaching back as he's sliding forward. All hands on the catch and securing it with Abram right on his back.
To the Saint 44-yard line. First and 10 for the Chiefs. Now a off-tackle run. It goes to Kareem Hunt. And he'll gain 5 yards to the Saint 39. As the offensive line trying to close out this deal. At 8 minutes to go in the game, Kansas City 23, New Orleans 13. Demario Davis, the two-time Pro Bowler, there to register the stop.
Kind of going back to what we saw last week against the Chargers, chunk yardage on first down, 4+ yards on first down, just makes it so much easier, opens up the entire playbook for the rest of this sequence.
What the Chiefs did on the first drive of this game when they had a touchdown drive of 78 yards, they were peeling off 5 and 6 on first down. Here comes a 2nd and 5 toss, and this will not be that result because Hunt gets pushed back by the feisty Alontae Taylor. The very aggressive nickelback. It is a loss of 4, and 2nd and 5 has just turned into 3rd and 9 at Kansas City's, or at the Saints' 43-yard line. At 7:12 to go in the game. Chiefs by 10.
Even though he was knocked out of bounds, he was knocked out of bounds going backwards, so the clock continues to run here.
3rd and 9 for Kansas City, but in Saints territory at the 43. Piran is in at running back. Kelsey's had a very productive night. He comes in tip-tap motion. Now Mahomes, he's got time, moving around, shifting the feet. And now he's in trouble. He's going to have to run it, but he darts by a defender. He's stretching out the football on the near side. Shades of the Houston game in the AFC Championship of 2019. He is just shy of the first down at the 35 of the Saints.
I think you might have to check this if you're Andy Reid. You're listening for everyone up in the booth because he stretched out, dove out, did not step out of bounds from my vantage point, didn't get touched down. That ball passes the first down marker.
Andy Reid's already used a timeout, but he is thinking about challenging this, but the play clock is at 10. Let's go to Josh Klingler.
Meanwhile, developing story, Derek Carr's on his way to the locker room, guys. He went down on that last 4th down play, was holding the back left side and was in the medical tent for quite some time. Now is being escorted to the locker room. The backup quarterback, Jake Haener, is warming up on the Saints sideline.
That's a huge story. The other huge story is this challenge by Andy Reid.
Well, what was so smart about this challenge is not just throwing the red flag, Mitch, but Andy Reid standing there right next to the official, allowing the clock to go down to 1 second before dropping the red flag. Would have been easy to allow his emotions to take over or the other influence of the players to challenge it. He knew from the beginning that he wanted to challenge this play. He was just smart to allow the play clock and the game clock to run down those extra 25 seconds.
Ricky Andy Reid, where'd he learn that? John Marshall High School, Glendale JUCO, BYU, San Francisco State, Northern Arizona, UTEP, Mizzou, Green Bay, Philadelphia. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. You are listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs.
XM app.
Chiefs 23, Saints 13. Andy Reid is challenging the ruling of the field that Patrick Mahomes was short on the line to gain. Mahomes went airborne with the football out in front of him, coming to the near sideline, pointing the ball with his arm outstretched.
The right hand, which is the one that was still in bounds, the left hand would have been well behind the marker. Every angle that we've seen, I'm not sure how this is not overturned. Ball's in bounds.
After review, the runner was able to put the ball beyond the line to gain. It's a first down, Kansas City. Kansas City has a successful challenge.
Andy Reid wins the case. The Chiefs get a new set of downs at the Saint 34-yard line. 6:10 to go in the game. Chiefs leading 23-13. The Chiefs offense tonight, 431 yards in 71 plays, 27 first downs.
Clock operator, please put 6 minutes and 12 seconds on the game clock, please.
3 tight ends for Kansas City.
6:43.
Trying to end this. Wanye Morris, Joe Tooney, Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, Juwan Taylor on the offensive front. Juju Smith-Schuster, 130 yards receiving. Kelsey's been active tonight. And Mahomes back to Mahomesian numbers.
People have wondered with Rashee Rice going down with the injury, who was going to assume that role? Who was going to be a part of the production offensively as wide receiver? I've come up with a guy. His name is Xavier Smith-Schuster.
Watson.
Combo. It's a combo.
Watson. Xavier Smith-Schuster Watson.
Yes.
Oh, man. Worthy with a touchdown run. Kareem Hunt with a touchdown run. 3 field goals by Harrison Butker, although he missed a 51-yarder, and the Chiefs had a chance at 16-7 to break it open, but it had an interception off a deflection by Colin Saunders, the ex-Chief. Then the Saints scored a touchdown to get it within 16-13, but today a Missouri native, Blake Grupe, pulled the extra point. But on the next drive, the Chiefs get a touchdown, and that's where we're at now, 23-13. 1st and 10 Chiefs at the 34-yard line of New Orleans. It feels like Kareem Hunt time. He gets it behind right guard. And Kareem will get to the 30, gaining 4 yards on first down. Again, a push by the offensive line. He had 3 before he got the football. Granderson made the tackle.
Saints only have 1 timeout left. Used up 2 earlier in this half, and this is a predictable situation for the Chiefs, and running the ball and running the clock up by 2 scores here with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left. Totally in control.
Saints so close to being 4-0. 2 heartbreaking losses back to back. Here it's 23-13 Chiefs. 2nd and 6 at the Saint 30. Quick screen. Hardman's got the edge. 25-20. Hardman first down, pulled down from behind. But it's a 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Down officially at the Saint 15-yard line. Second time tonight they've run that screen wide to Hardman. But again, he's on the move when he catches it.
Yes, it's a great job. Well drawn up play. Man-to-man coverage because they're trying to stack the box against the run. And that opens the door on the perimeter for a guy with the speed of Mecole Hardman. Great blocking by Travis Kelce, Noah Gray on the perimeter, and ball protection in traffic.
4:54 to go in the game. 23-13 Chiefs. 1st and 10 for Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. At the 15 of the Saints, under center, Mahomes. Right side run. It goes behind right guard to Hunt. And he drives with a leg force to the 12, picking up 3 yards. DeMarco Jackson filling in at the Mike Backer spot. Actually came in from behind the play. So 2nd down and 6. But this is like the first drive where these first down runs are getting 4 and 5 and 4, and you can break the will of the defense.
You definitely do that. It's so demoralizing to a defense, especially a Saints defense that's played pretty solidly for most of this season and in this game, getting put on skates just a bit here.
3 tights, all left in an accordion fashion. Hunt on 2nd and 6 from the 11 of the Saints. Chiefs leading by 10. Hunt goes left side for that power spot. 2 flags are thrown as they tried to go left behind all 3 tight ends.
This is a tricky situation for an offensive lineman because you're not expecting Hunt to bounce out outside. You might have a seal block on the inside, Gets a little
There are
handsy.
2 fouls on the play, both by the offense. Holding number 12, that penalty is declined. Holding number 52, that penalty is accepted. 10 yards, second down.
Creed Humphrey with the hold. One of the few of his 4-year career and his first this season.
If you're Creed Humphrey, you're like, rookie, you got to take the blame. You got to take the brunt of that.
Yeah, give it to Wiley.
Yeah, give it to Wiley. Don't give it to me.
Who decides which one? I mean, that goes against the record of Humphrey. Give it to Wiley. Second down and 17 for the Chiefs. The ball at the Saint 22. 3:58 to go in the game. Kansas City 23, New Orleans 13. Pirine now the running back to the right of Mahomes. That's the short side of the field. Mahomes now moving to his right. Saints are attacking him and pulling down from behind at the 25. It'll go as a sack and a loss of 3. Brian Brzee, highly regarded again his second year out of Clemson, able to circle all the way around from behind Mahomes.
Looks like they're trying to design this play to get the ball quickly to Samaje Perine in the backfield, but smartly, Patrick Mahomes holds on to the ball, stays in bounds. Even though he took a hit, the clock's still running.
Those timeouts burned by the Saints, much like the Chargers last week, are so expensive. Jody Fortson had a catch earlier in the game. He is split to the right. A trio of receivers to the left. Hunt is in at running back. They're going to run it to Hunt behind right guard. And he gets to the 20. And then a pile up of bodies to the 19. 6-yard pickup on 3rd and 20, but the Chiefs trying to get 3 out of the drive and go up 26-13 at 3:06 to go in the game.
New Orleans. Their third. It's a 30-second timeout. Please put 3 minutes and 7 seconds on the game clock, please. Thank you.
Said it before, you burn those second half timeouts early. It's like getting your credit card bill in January.
Yep.
Like, what did we just spend on it? Don't you remember that? We have 1 timeout left. Now there's none. They have the 2-minute warning. So Butker, who's hit from 26, 34, 28, missed from 51, will try to give the Chiefs the biggest lead of the game. It'll be placed at the 28. It'll be a 38-yard attempt. Butker 11 of 13 for the season. Saints looking to try to block this. They blocked a punt against Philadelphia earlier this season. Snap is down and Butker's kick, effortless, perfect. So the Chiefs win a game by more than 1 score. They lead 26-13 at 3:03 to go in the game. Let's go to Josh Klingler.
All right, so still within reach if you're a Saints fan, but will be without Derek Carr, who's still back in the locker room. They're calling it now an oblique injury. His return is questionable, but I haven't seen him come back from the locker room, so it looks like it's going to be backup quarterback Jake Haener taking snaps when the Saints get the football.
Jake Haener is second year out of Fresno State. He started at Washington before he transferred to Fresno State. His only appearance of his career was in the blowout game against the Panthers when he was 0 for 1 and 3 kneel downs. That's it. But you may remember Jake Haener. He was the MVP of the Senior Bowl in 2023. Coming out of Fresno State, he put up big numbers there. 12-play, 38-yard drive for the Chiefs to get another field goal from Butker. 26-13, Kansas City. At 3:03 to go in the game. And this is a line drive kick that'll go past the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Jake Haener, who was in a blowout win, the only time he has been on the field in a regular season game, will get a taste the steel of the Chiefs defense.
In the landing zone. We'll put the ball at the 20.
And what's cool about that is it landed in the It was in the landing zone and then went beyond the end zone, meaning it's not the 30, it's the 20-yard line. So a perfect kick by Butker, his best yet.
Yes.
To land it in the zone but not returned.
We had the luxury of seeing him throughout the offseason and specifically in training camp working on this on one of the fields. Placement of that kickoff. I believe that's the first time we've seen him actually try that this season.
Like that.
Yeah.
And honestly, he was struggling with it in OTAs. But between OTAs and training camp, he got it figured out.
Yep.
Everybody else was kind of, checking out the beach. He's like trying to get these kicks in the landing zone. Jake Haener, 1st and 10. They're going to throw it. Haener steps up. He throws a pass nearly intercepted. He floats it over Kamara, over his head. And the Chiefs were near that football to pick it off. 26-13 Chiefs over the Saints at 2:59 to go in the game.
Again, the Chiefs defense stepping up, specifically stopping the big attack of the running backs and keeping Kamara in check. 11 carries for 26 yards, 5 catches for 34 yards as of late.
Ozzie Johnson has an extra defensive back. Trent McDuffie is smelling an interception right now. I'm just telling you. 2nd down and 10. Saints to throw. Haener comes to the near side. Safe throw. It is caught and near a 1st down. In fact, it will be a gain of 11 on a 1st down to Juwan Johnson. This little stop route, the Chiefs were dropping into deep zones.
Yeah, they're just playing prevent defense. Allow everything to fall in front of you.
2:39 to go in the game. Without a huddle, Haener now being harassed. 4 Chiefs chasing. Haener throws it up, and it's incomplete. Cook with the coverage on Olave. And both guys were fighting for the football, arriving at the same time. The incompletion stops the clock. 2:31 to go in the game. Chiefs by 13. 2nd and 10 for the Saints at their own 31-yard line.
A predictable situation. Defensive line licking their chops at getting after the quarterback. Little contact down the field. But Brian Cook doesn't draw a flag.
2nd and 10. They'll spread it out for the young quarterback. Spencer Rattler's their 3rd quarterback, but he's inactive for this game. Haener to throw, scrambling. He's going to run it, 35-yard line. Chiefs lose contain on the outside, and Haener scrambles for a 1st down, it appears, at his own 41-yard line in front of the Chiefs bench. Or Loftus lost contain on the outside.
Chris Jones, heat seeking from the backside.
After replay assist.
These guys are seeing a quarterback that came out there 0 for 1 in his career with 3 kneel downs going, we're going to get something here. But they're going to line it up. 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to say 3rd down. 3rd down and less than a yard. So Haener on 3rd down, trailing. They're going to dump it. It's coming out of the backfield was Kamara, and he goes down left shoulder first on the Chiefs logo at the 46-yard line on a 1st down. Gain of 7.
Got to expect them to try to take a chance downfield here at some point.
7 seconds to the 2-minute warning. Haener, they're bearing down on him, almost intercepted. Carl Loftus almost had Jake Haener as he was screaming in from Haener's right shoulder. He got rid of it just in time. 2:03 to go in the game. 26-13, Kansas City. Again, Derek Carr leaving with an injury. Saints have got to be shaking their head going, man, we should be 4-0, and now did we lose our quarterback? Haener, 2nd and 10. Loads up the left side, 3 eligible receivers. Shotgun snap, they push the pocket. Haener coming to the near side again. 40-yard line, scrambles. Tackled inbounds at the 49. It'll be a gain of 3. But again, taking an inside path was Karlaftis. The 2-minute warning will be announced officially at 1:55 to go in the game. Chiefs 26, Saints 13. The 2-minute warning powered by Ford. Compare your vehicle at your Midwest Ford dealers. Online at buyfordnow.com. Visit them tonight. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
A new year in the NBA is right around the corner, and NBA Radio has you covered.
Tatum muscles it up and scoring a foul.
Our experts are breaking down the entire league.
That's going to be a fun team to watch.
And bringing you inside the locker room.
It is a must-win game.
Basketball season is just weeks away, and your 24/7 home for hoops is SiriusXM NBA Radio, Channel 86, and the all-new SiriusXM app. Sports Grid Radio has all your sports wagering needs covered this NFL season.
If I tell you to take over 41.5, baby, I'm backing it up. I actually have it.
Join Gabe Morency on Sports Rage tonight during every NFL night game, all season long.
They're going to score a touchdown, and the game's going to go over the number.
Whether you have a little nighttime action or it's the final leg in your parlay, sweat your bets with the loudest voice on the air.
Touchdown!
Sports Grid Radio, Channel 159 in the car, and always on the SiriusXM app.
SiriusXM presents a brand new exclusive show with former UN ambassador, governor, and presidential candidate Nikki Haley on Nikki Haley Live.
Join me on Nikki Haley Live, a show where we talk about facts, policies that affect your family, stories from the campaign trail, the upcoming election, and maybe a bit about music and sports along the way. Tune in to Nikki Haley Live.
Nikki Haley Live, Wednesdays at 8 a.m. East on Triumph, Channel 111, and on the SiriusXM app.
Chiefs football is brought to you by Shelter Insurance. Find an agent for your auto, home, and life at shelterinsurance.com. And by Hy-Vee, proud official grocery sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mitch Holthus back along with Danon Hughes, Josh Klingler. 1:57 to go in the game. They put 2 seconds back on the clock for the Saints. The Chiefs lead 26-13. And New Orleans has 3rd down and 8 at their own 48-yard line with backup quarterback Jake Haener in the game after Derek Carr left with an injury. 2-by-2 with a running back Kamara in the backfield for Haener. Chiefs again push the pocket. Haener being chased by Felix Anudike-Uzomah, throws it sidearm and incomplete behind Alvin Kamara. Big pressure by Felix Anudike-Uzomah, that time not letting Haener escape outside the pocket on the left side. It's 4th down and 8 for the Saints at their own 48-yard line, trailing by 13.
It's an excellent game being run by Chris Jones and Felix. Chris Jones is pushing in between the tackle and guard to open up for the twist outside by the speedy Felix Anudike-Uzomah. He's able to keep the quarterback in his sights and force the errant pass.
26-13 Kansas City. The Saints down to this. 4th and 8 with their backup quarterback at their own 48. They go 3-by-1. Haener comes to the near side. Single side receiver drop by Olave in traffic. Watson was there. Cook was coming over the top. And Olave cannot hang on to the football. The Chiefs hold on downs for the 2nd consecutive possession. And will take over at their 48-yard line of the Saints with 1:47 to go in the game. The Saints out of timeouts, so the Chiefs can do the kneel down and stay undefeated at 5-0.
Excellent job. Coverage by our corners, Jalen Watson, Trent McDuffie, just inside the pockets of these receivers. And great technique, getting their heads around, even with contact down the field, not drawing any of those flags.
Keep in mind the Saints defense coming in first in red zone defense. And now the Chiefs can go to a knee. But you want to know a phenomenal stat? Andy Reid has been head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs for 12 years. For 12 straight years. Every year, there has been at least one 5-game winning streak in every season of the 12. That is an all-time National Football League record. The Chiefs are going to get ready to go to a knee again on 2nd and 11, leading 26-13. And curious, we'll get Dan Israel to bring that up with Andy Reid. 12 straight years with at least one 5-game winning streak. You played in this league. How crazy is that?
Crazy stat indeed. Just tells you about the consistency of this organization since Andy Reid has gotten here. Amazing, amazing feat at the NFL level where there's so much parity that you can have that kind of mark on your resume. Amazing.
Clock at 10 seconds on the play clock, 38 seconds on the game clock. Chiefs go to a knee, and that's it. The Kansas City Chiefs, another 5-game winning streak under Andy Reid. They remain undefeated. But this game, the first time with Mahomes throwing for 331, Kareem Hunt running for 102, and Juju Smith-Schuster catching for 130 yards. The first time since an overtime win, the huge win over the Chargers, 30-27 back in 2022, when it was Mahomes, Pacheco, and Kelsey teaming up for the 300-100-100. An excellent defense holding the Saints on downs in the last 2 possessions of the game. Final score, Kansas City 26, the New Orleans Saints 13. Our postgame report.